Hello, just testing. 1, 2, 3. Connor Simmons, join with Cape Cherney.
Hello, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
All right, sound check over in 3, 2, 1.
This is a KUGR sports production.
Good pass down low to Airstrip, and he scores off the glass.
Giving you play-by-play coverage of all your favorite WSU athletics.
He doesn't get it! He stopped at the line!
Football, basketball, baseball, hockey, and more.
Absolutely electrifying play from Washington State to get him right back in this game.
Follow us on YouTube at KUGR Sports to listen to every game live.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Never miss a moment with the best in the West. KUGR, the student voice of the Palouse.
Gets the Cougs on the board with less than 20 seconds remaining in this first period. Here come the Cougs.
And now, back to the game.
You're listening to Cougar Hockey on KUGR.
Washington State Cougars come in hot into this showcase with a 3-1 win against SJSU. USC not looking so hot against Eastern Washington in their first game, losing 8-4. Hi, I'm Kate Cherney alongside Connor Simmons, and we're here today for the second game of the series in Cheney, Washington. Connor, what are we looking for going into this second game?
Well, me and Smith talked a lot about it yesterday, just getting back on rhythm, trying to find that win streak again, especially for the Cougs. You played a lot of the hard teams, and this is where it kind of gets to the easy part of the schedule. And if you can do that going in the playoffs and lead something going, you know, all you need is to be hot heading playoffs. There's only one win, one game at a time, especially when you hit playoffs, because that's all you need to do is just one game at a time. So if you're the Cougs, find a way to get hot. USC, they did lose yesterday, so momentum is on the WSU Cougars side tonight. Yes, both teams are relatively pretty even, but it's going to come down to the goalie matchups, where it's Michael Chansey starting in net, number 1 for USC, and then Alexia Cool right back in net, who had 12 saves on 13 shots in the first game. Other than that, Drew Ramsey's still up behind the net, but Michael Chansey's the only goalie that traveled here from USC from California. So with that in mind, Kate, what's some pros and cons you see from USC so far?
You know, not a great game, not a great start against Eastern Washington, but they're going to be wanting some revenge. Not necessarily against the Cougs, but they really want to come out here and win a game. They came a really far way. It'd be a shame to just lose.
Yeah.
But, you know, Washington State, they won yesterday. They're feeling good coming into this showcase. They looked like a dominant team yesterday. They were controlling the ice, controlling the puck. And, you know, I talked to Coach Lupinacci yesterday for the Cougars, and he said that, you know, they're 25% through, and they just need to keep powering through and getting those pucks in front of the net and getting bodies there.
And Smith did bring up taking a page out of the Huskies book. We had a close game in the first matchup on Friday night 2 weeks ago. Then that Saturday night, they did beat us, scoring 6 goals in the third period, but crashing the net. We saw that a lot yesterday. This was the first time the Cougs got 50 shots in the game this whole entire season, the most shots. And if you're Alexia Cool, it's finally turning around on the other side of the ice. It usually, if you're Alexia Cool, you're thinking I'm taking the 50 shots, but 3-1 hockey game seems like it's a pretty close outing, but they just couldn't beat Thomas Stevens, San Jose State's goaltender, as he was just standing on heads and toes yesterday. WSU looking really dominant to start this PAC-8 Showcase, and this weekend is about to get underway with 1 minute and 20 seconds until puck drop. We'll see you guys after the national anthem. with 5 minutes before a puck drop of the first period between USC and WSU. We had Smith Sly, sideline reporter, come down and give us some updates on the game.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Connor. We are down on the ice with Coach Fibonacci after pregame warm-up. So, Coach, you had a 3-1 win against the San Jose Spartans yesterday. You're playing the USC Trojans today. They lost to the Eagles yesterday, 8-4. What's maybe the game plan coming into this matchup?
Well, I mean, every day's a new day. So, the game they played with the Eagles last night showed us a little, but, I don't think it means anything in terms of changing our game plan. Again, teams travel from far. They seem to have a short bench. We're going to keep to our game plan, make them skate, send pucks deep, chase and do hard work at hockey.
Absolutely. So Cole Carlson, the captain on your guys' team, felt like he was on the doorstep all game in that game against San Jose. He just wasn't kind of getting any kind of puck luck. So what's maybe the plan to get him on the score sheet tonight?
A little thing called loosen the grip, let it rip. He's on the schneid. We all been there. It's time to get one through. And, I told him, once you break, once the dam breaks, the floodwaters fill. So, I think that's going to be a thing for him tonight. But also I told him, keep leading the team because all four lines were rolling. And that's a sign of, again, a good captain. Doesn't always end up on the score sheet, right? But reinforces all his players playing good hockey. And so, it's sort of a dual role for him. But, yeah, I think tonight's a good night for him to get off the schneid, light the lamp a few times. It's always good for the boys.
And, of course, Alexei Cole faced probably the fewest shots he's faced all year in that game against San Jose. What was the defense doing to kind of keep the puck away from the net?
Well, I'll tell you, one thing they were doing is doing bad pinches, and he still got 3 or 4 breakaways he had to stop. I mean, you think any of those go in, it's a different game. But other than that, I think, you have to stay warm. And, we just anytime we can limit the shots on net, that's a good game. So that's a little bit of a relief because, he's coming off of a couple weekends of 70-plus shots. So we were happy to give him a little break and excited to see Drew tonight. So, it's great when you have an amazing backup goalie who could be a starter. And it's time. We got 4 games this weekend. So expect to see big things from the big man in the net.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach. Kate, Connor, back to you in the booth.
What a great interview by Coach Fibonacci there. Very funny guy, but what was your takeaway from that interview, Kate?
Definitely. I think that, the Cougs are motivated. They're going to come out hard into this game. We don't have very many stats on USC, but we do know that SJSU beat them. So they're probably coming into this game feeling a little confident.
And if you did tune into the game yesterday, shots were 50-14 with San Jose State having 14. WSU getting their most of the season with 50. A pretty extraordinary night if you're looking at WSU's point perspective. But it was 3-1. Only 3-1. You're expecting maybe an 8-1 game, especially in this league and division. But SJSU's goalie still on his head. But going into this game, Heath Chansey, goalie of USC, I don't know if he's faced shots like this or the new and improved, it looks to be WSU. Don't want to speak too soon, but the start of this weekend has been pretty dominant. And like we just are talking about goalies, Drew Ramsey's in net today.
Yes.
6'6", big teddy bear is in net today. I'm expecting some big things from him, but it has to come down to the defense again. If there's only 13 shots on Drew Ramsey, the WSU Cougars should have no problem getting out of here with a win.
Definitely. And, yesterday's game, the strat seemed to be just crashing the net, getting those bodies. There was so many rebound opportunities. Like you said, the score should have been a lot higher, but the goalie was just really good. And hopefully we see that Heath Chansey kind of maybe has the same mentality and is not afraid by bodies in front of the net, because some goalies might get a little intimidated by that. Drew Ramsey, absolutely an amazing goalie. He's got an amazing save percentage, so we'll definitely be excited to see him in net. He's a really big guy, and so we're going to see how USC responds to that.
And it's going to come down to which defense is going to be on top of the game early on in this game, because WSU looking like they're playing faster, want to be faster overall. That bye week made them faster. And if it's up to USC, their defense and maybe their offense to slow them down just a little bit more, just because WSU, they, like Coach Fibonacci always talks about, doesn't matter how you score them, a goal is a goal. And Van Rainer got a pretty chippy goal in there off a couple of rebounds. Body in front of the guys. Brandon Smith got a goal in there. And then Mac Azzaro was the only real goal of that game that fully beat San Jose's goaltender. So if we could get some more gritty and grinder goals, that's looking like how WSU performs better and performs at their highest and peak at that ability. But USC, again, we don't have a lot of stats on them. they're 5-5 on the year. They did lose to San Jose State, and it looked like we dominated. So it's like, looking just at the papers and the numbers, seems like WSU should be in a pretty good spot right now, especially coming off of a win. They had a pretty long losing streak, about 5 in a row, and now they're right back in the win column at 5-9 on the season. But we'll see how everything goes.
It's definitely going to be really important not to come out too confident with that win. You know, you get cocky, and that's when things start to go downhill because you're like playing confidently, but also too confidently.
Yeah, no, 100%. And we saw that a little bit in the third period, and I wonder if it's just like the Cougs aren't probably used to playing up as they usually do because they're playing from behind so much. It's always push, push, push. And me and Smith talked about on the broadcast in the third period where it's like, do you think they're going to put their pedal down? And I wonder if that's if the Cougs, they can come out cocky. They got to understand this is another game and just got to keep a whole bunch of the freshmen were telling us, like David Bushkin and Lex Ballard, they were like undefeated on the weekend. You know, they're not shaving the beards and stuff like that. So hopefully it keeps that up. Coach Bonacci has these boys straight and ready to grow. And it seems like the game plan today is grip it and rip it.
Definitely, and it's, again, Drew Ramsey in net alongside Heath Chansey for USC. This is going to be a real fun game to watch, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
No doubt about it. We'll be back with you guys once the puck is dropped. Puck drop's about to get underway. 0-0, first period here to start. USC 0-1, WSU 1-0.
Looks as though Samili Sahovinen and number 26, Gavin Simon, will be taking the face-off. Samili Sahovin wins the puck. Cougars get possession and send it into the USC zone. USC number 12 picks it up, sends a D-to-D pass to number 4 along the boards, tries to break it out, but the Cougs stop them. 26 takes hit behind the net, tries to pass to number 17, but the Cougars stop them. Trying to get possession of the puck, but sends it deep. Number 4 for USC has the puck. Tries to get along the boards to number 18, sends it up, breakout. Semilius Hovinen stops him, but they still get it out. Number 18 drives into the zone, tries to take it wide, shoots it over the net. Semilius Hovinen chips the puck out. 24 tries to get it. Semilius Hovinen takes the puck in, tries to go down the middle, shoots it, stopped. USC takes it behind the net, breakout. 18's looking for a pass. WSU chips the puck down. USC has the puck again on their own blue line, gets it into the zone, tries to chip it out. Cougars defense has a little regroup there, sends it back into USC's zone. Number 12 for USC gets the puck.
A lot of turnovers happening in this game, fast-paced game so far.
Cougars are battling there on the boards at the blue line. USC has the puck, tries to send it out to number 11, but Cougars number 9 gets it and sends it into the USC zone. David Bushkin picks up the puck in the corner, but is stopped by number 12 for USC, sends it to number 12, sorry. Number 4 for the USC drives it into the zone, but sends it in. 11 tries to send it to the middle to get a shot on net, but Drew Ramsey stops it. Breakout to number 2, David Bushkin. He's driving it into the zone wide, gets stopped in the corner there. There's a little battle. USC wins the puck and sends it around on the boards. Number 16 for the Cougars gets the puck and sends it back in where the defense picks it up. Defense is making moves trying to get away from the Cougars, but Cougars still get it, and it's turned over again to USC. Number 22 gets a shot, but it is wide. Sends it up to the Cougars defense. Number 16 takes a shot, but it is sent to the corner. 22 for the Cougars picks it up. Tries to make a pass to his teammate, but is lost again to the USC defense. Sends it up again to number 16 on the boards where he tries to take a shot, but it is stopped by many skates. 6 for USC tries to break it out. Again, is stopped in the neutral zone. 5 tries to drive it wide and take a shot, but again, it goes over the net. 16 picks up the puck there, trying to skate it out, gets stopped.
All by himself, Cougs are dominating the ozone time, starting fast just like they did last night.
Number 20 tries to get it into the zone and take a shot, but it is again stopped and sent to the corner. Number 16 for USC breaks it out and tries to send it low, but the Cougars pick it up and send it to number 18, where they do send it back to the D down low. D loses it in the corner, but number 7 for the Cougars gets it. Loses it there. Number 25 picks it up.
WSU finally gets it clear. What a fast-paced start to this game. I believe the first icing is going to get called. Yes, it is already 4 minutes down. 3 minutes, 35 seconds have gone. 16 minutes and 25 seconds left in this first period. Only 1 shot on goal. Just a lot of turnovers and very fast-paced hockey being played right now, Kate.
Definitely. Looks as though 20, Evan King is going to take the face-off for the Cougars, and number 26, Gavin Simon will again take the face-off. USC wins the puck, sends it back to their defense where they send it back into the zone. 34 picks up the puck, sends it along the boards to try to get a breakout. Skating it up the ice, tries to take the puck wide, is skating through all of the USC players, makes a move, tries to get a shot on net, but is sent right into Heath Chansey's chest.
Chansey with a good save right there. Second shot on net for WSU. Keegan Lucas, one of the defensemen, he was scratched last night, but comes in and shows that he's got all the energy in the world as the defenseman. Took it up right in front of the net and a backhand shot, but Chansey's able to save it.
Semilius Hovinen taking the puck again. Wins it, tries to get a shot on net, but it is stopped again by USC. Number 4 has the puck in the corner where USC had the puck, but Cougars were supporting, and finally USC gets it out. Number 18 trying to skate it, but is stopped by 2 Cougars players. Number 9, Lucas Robinson, clears the puck out of the zone, tries to send it to number 23, Luke Gertson.
Lucas Robinson had a great night last night. No points on the score sheet for him, but here comes Luke Jurgensen right now.
Tries to send it to Semilius Hovinen, and he scores! Top shelf, absolute beautiful goal there. Caught the goalie absolutely off guard.
What a great opportunity right there. Is Luke Jurgensen. We've been talking about him, this fifth-year senior. Not able to get on the score sheet recently, but he's just not getting the puck luck. Comes in, brings it in by himself, finds a wide-open Samuelus Hovinen right in front of Chauncey's net. Samuelus Hovinen picks his spot, and Chauncey picks his poison. He goes top left, top right. Boom, 1-0 hockey game within the first 3 shots of this game for WSU. 15 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first period. WSU's now up after this Hovinen goal.
Van Rainer wins the faceoff against USC number 15. Sends it into the USC zone, where they try to send it around the boards. USC gets the puck, but Cougars number 17, Van Rainer, stops them. Defense tries to send it up to number 11, but it is stopped by number 16 for the Cougars. Small scramble there on the boards, trying to get possession of the puck. USC number 25 gets it, chips it out, trying to get that breakaway, but there's 2 versus 2 up there. Gets it into the Cougars zone, tries to get a shot on net, but it is hit off the post. Cougars get it and break it out to number 2, David Bushkin. David Bushkin tries to send it wide, but number 10 is on him. Tries to get a shot on net there. Number 17, Van Rainer, trying to chip it in, but it is sent over. Number 6 for USC is trying to chip it out, but is being pressured heavily by number 13 for the Cougars.
Lex Ballard doing a good job of fighting him off right there, but USC still on the forecheck right now, doing a good job of that.
USC tries to send it in front of the net, but number 13 gets it and sends it out to 14 for the Cougars. Number 5, Matthew Taylor tries to pick it up in the corner, but is stopped by USC, then sent to number 14. USC is trying to get this breakout, but it is just being stopped over and over by the Cougars defense.
And finally, a stop and play as the puck trickles its way out to USC's bench. Still no shots for USC, so the WSU goaltender is having a very easy weekend so far, but don't want to jinx them. With 13 minutes, 53 seconds left in this first period, WSU is now up after a Samuelus Hovinen goal. Very fast-paced and aggressive play from WSU so far in this hockey game.
Number 5, Matthew Taylor, will take this face-off against number 16 for USC. Matthew Taylor wins the face-off, trying to find a person to pass it to in front of the net, finds no one and just sends it by. USC picks it up, tries to send it out. Again, the defense stops it and tries to take a shot on net, but again, Chancey stops the puck, gloves it.
Chancey doing a good job of seeing the puck all the way through right there. Only 13 seconds went off the clock, so 13 minutes, 40 seconds left in this first period. WSU up by 1. USC's got to find a way to start hounding Drew Ramsey, or at least get WSU out of USC's own zone.
Number 20, Evan King, will take this face-off against Gavin Simon. Evan wins the face-off, sends it to the corner where Cougars get it, try to send it up again. Number 7 gets possession of the puck, sends it low to number 26 for USC. Tries again to do a breakout. The defense stops them once again. Defense has it, tries to take the puck, tries to take a shot, but it goes over. Number 18 for USC has the puck on the boards. Evan King tried to do a little hit there, but number 18 stayed alive. 25 for the Cougs have the puck and is trying to get it out, find someone to pass to for a breakout. And he finds number 18, where he's stopped on the blue line by the USC number 25. They try to get a shot on goal, but it is again stopped by the defense. Evan King tries to skate the puck out, but he just ends up dumping it into the USC zone, where number 10 for USC picks it up in the corner. Number 7, Hank Hamlet, really trying to pressure there. Trying to get a shot. Samuelus Hovinen right there, trying to shove the puck in. Cole Carlson pressuring USC, gets possession of the puck, tries to take a shot. Bodies in front of the net. Hank Hamlet picks up the puck once again, passes it to Samuelus Hovinen. Samuelus Hovinen passes it up to defense number 21. Back to Hovinen. Tries to send it behind the net. Hank Hamlet has the puck once again to Cole Carlson. USC gets possession of the puck and sends it out of the zone.
What a weird sequence this has been in the last 2 minutes, as Keegan Lucas lost his stick and his glove, and no calls or penalties have been by these referees so far in this game.
Number 9, Lucas Robinson, sends it into the zone, and it hits the net and goes out.
11 minutes and 59 seconds left in this first period. WSU up 1-0. USC was still with no shots, but a little bit different as WSU only has 4 shots, but they do have a goal. Puck was cleared, and they lost it in the netting, so a new puck is underway. WSU just hounding USC on getting every rebound, shots on net, but there has been a little pushing and shoving. Some hits have been pretty brutal so far in this game. Keegan Lucas, I don't want to say it was on a hit, but lost his stick and glove on a weird sequence. But USC just not able to clear it right now. As a guy for USC is heading to the box. So a power play for the Cougs is up. Number 18, Shu Imurua, is heading to the box.
USC dumps it out of their own zone and into the Cougars zone after the Cougs win that faceoff, but send it low. Number 13, Lex Ballard, trying to take the puck out and drive it all by himself, takes it wide, tries to get a shot, but it is stopped. Wrap around, attempt, not there, tries to get the rebounds. But again, Chansey is just stopping them over and over.
Good job by the defenseman. Lex Ballard brings it in pretty fast, gets a shot, tries to get a couple rebounds in, but there's probably 3 or 4 opportunities where Heath Chansey just stopped the Cougs in their tracks and keeps that power play goal from going in. 1 minute and 33 seconds left on the power play, 11 minutes and 32 seconds left in this first period.
Van Rayner again wins the faceoff, trying to send it low into the USC zone, but USC defense gets it, tries to send it back into the Cougars zone. Cougars looking for a breakout. Number 13, Lex Ballard gets the puck, sends it to Cole Carlson, who's trying to skate it into the zone, but he gets stopped again by their defense. USC tries to send it out of the zone, and it goes right by the Cougars defense. Number 25 regroups the puck, tries to pick it up. Small regroup there in the neutral zone. Van Rayner gets possession of the puck, sends it low into USC's zone. There's a small battle in the corner there with that defense trying to just get possession of that puck. Number 12 for USC chips it out of the zone. And number 9, Lucas Robinson, will pick it up, taking it behind the Cougars net and sends it back up to be taken again by USC and sent back into the Cougars zone.
USC having a great PK right now as the Cougs just can't get it set up like they usually do with 5-on-5, so it makes you wonder, are the Cougs better when it's 5-on-5 or when they have a power play? Coach Lupinaggi said they are talking about working on the power play. Let's see if they can finish it off for the last 30 seconds of it.
Number 12 passes it to number 2, David Bushkin, where he gets into a little scramble there and sends it to his defense. There was a D-to-D pass and it got lost on the blue line, so they're doing a regroup there in the neutral zone. Samuli Sahovinen trying to take it in deep, but gets stopped. David Bushkin picks it up, again is stopped, and it is sent into the Cougar zone.
That is it for the power play. We're back to 5-on-5.
Number 12 tries to get it there on the boards, stopped, and it is sent back into the neutral zone, where then it was dumped into the Cougar zone for an icing.
With 9 minutes and 45 seconds left, we're halfway through this first period. 6 shots on net for WSU, still 0 for USC. 1-0 hockey game. Samuli Sahovinen, the only guy to score in this game.
Number 5, Matthew Taylor, will be taking this face-off against number 15 for the USC. USC wins the puck, sends it behind their net. Defense tries to pick it up and sends it out and chips it in the neutral zone into the Cougars' defensive zone. Number 5 takes it, tries to send it to number 22, but USC picks it up. Number 6, defense has the puck, is looking for a pass. Number 16 almost gets a breakaway, but he loses the puck and it gets sent into the zone where he tried to take a shot, but it was stopped by Drew Ramsey.
Drew Ramsey's just faced 2 shots right there in a matter of about a minute and a half. Drew Ramsey holds it tight, doesn't let it go, doing a good job of slowing the game down, letting the game come to him, as this is Drew Ramsey's first start in a couple of weeks.
20, Evan King will take the faceoff against number 16. USC wins the puck, tries to send it there D for a shot, but it goes wide of the net. Cougars trying to break it out. Number 15 tries to send it to number 18, I apologize. Number 4 for USC breaks it out to number 16, where he tries to drive it wide into the zone, looking for that person in front of the net. Cougars pick it up. USC stops them on that blue line. They send it low into the zone where they're trying to just scramble behind that net there. Number 7, Hank Hamlet picks it up, is trying to drive into the middle of the zone, then drives it wide when he finds that there's no lane. Tries to send it there to people in front of the net. Almost had a shot there. There was a little rainbow puck where goalie picked it up easily in his glove.
A tip shot from Keegan Lucas makes an easy save or easy glove save by Heath Chansey right there. But USC starting to get it picking and rolling since that power play kill right there, as they've had 2 shots in the last minute. Also, they're only a couple passes away from getting some better opportunities on Drew Ramsey. Cougs defense just cannot let that happen.
So Hovinen taking this face off. There's a scramble there in his feet. Ultimately, he loses, but it is sent to Cole Carlson, where he just chips it right back into the zone. 4 for USC picks up the puck on the boards, tries to make a breakout, sent back into the zone, but there's not quite an offsides, but they were able to regroup that. 23 pressuring USC, but it is still a good breakout by USC sent out, and the Cougars, Samili Sahovinen picks it up and sends it back into USC's defensive zone. They pick it up behind the net there, the Cougars do, and try to get it in front of the net, but it is picked up by number 18 for USC, where he drives it into the Cougars zone, trying to take it wide to get a shot, but it is stopped by the defense. Cougars pick it up and try to get a breakout, send it to 23. 23 tries to skate it wide, just has to send it into the zone with pressure from the D there. 25 sends it in front of the net to try to get those rebounds, but there's nobody there to go get it. Number 10 for USC tries to do a breakout, is picked up in the neutral zone by the Cougars, where they lose it, and number 18 for USC gets it and drives it wide into the zone, looking for someone to pass to try to make those goal opportunities. Passing it back and forth between USC's defense and lower players. 24 Cole Carlson picks it up, tries to send it to number 23 Lucas Jurgensen.
USC, their whole game plan seems to be breakout passes. They've been trying to do this the whole game, and now they're starting to get shots off this as the WSU defense getting a little cold.
21 Reed Mullen picks it up, but is stopped again by the USC forecheck. Sent back into the Cougar zone, where the defense pick it up and are bringing it back into the neutral zone to try to get a shot on net from the neutral zone into the USC zone.
I think it was just supposed to be clear, ends up on net, but it's another shot on net. Shots are now 7-4, so USC has caught up in that aspect of the game. O-zone time is still dominated by WSU, but USC is slowly crawling back into this game. 1-0, WSU's out in front, 6 minutes and 31 seconds left in this first period.
Van Rayner will take this face-off for the Cougs. He loses it, and it gets sent into the USC corner, where then number 12 picks it up and sends it to defense number 21, where they try to get it on net, and there's rebound after rebound, but nobody can capitalize upon it. Number 9 tries to get possession of the puck, but it is stopped by USC, hit out and in regroup by the defense. Number 21 sends it to number 12, Max Lazaro, to try to drive it into the zone and get that goal, but again is sent out. It looks as though there'll be a penalty here for the Cougs.
Max Lazaro is going into the box. He had a great game last night with an amazing goal. One of the only shots that game that beats Kama Stevens of San Jose State. But he's now heading to the penalty box with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left in this first period. Let's see if USC can maybe start getting some more shots and maybe beat Ramsey to tie this game up late in the first period.
Samuli Sahovinen taking the face-off against Gavin Simon. Simon wins the puck, tries to send it up to his D, but it is stopped. Forward picks it up, sends it into USC's zone deep, where the defense, number 4, will try to do a regroup, but he just ends up skating out. Sahovinen pressuring hard. 13, Lex Ballard pressuring really hard on those boards, trying to get the puck from this USC player. Got lost in his feet a little there, and USC does a little wrap around there and scores.
It looked to be number 26, Gavin Simon, as the goal, as he wrapped around the net, used Drew Ramsey's the backboard, as I believe the shot didn't get any airtime, but hits off Drew Ramsey's skate right there, and we have a tie hockey game, 1-1. Shots are 7-5 with 5 minutes and 28 seconds left in this first period. WSU and USC are now all tied up.
Number 5, Matthew Taylor's going to take this face-off against number 16. He wins it back to his D, where they're doing a regroup there in the neutral zone. Tries to send it to 22, but loses it and gets it into the USC zone, where it is chipped back and forth between the two until it is sent into USC's zone deep. Number 4 picks it up again, trying to do that break out, but it is stopped. Number 22, Nico Umale tried to get it there on net, but it is gloved by Chansey.
Good job by Nico Umale right there as he's trying to get his first goal this season. He's rung the bell 4 times, which is leading the WSU Cougars. So he's just talk about putt luck on this Cougars team. At one point, it's going to even out, and if you're the Cougars and Coach Lubinacci, you hope it comes later in the season and maybe during playoff time.
Evan King taking this face-off against number 16 for USC. He wins the puck, gets it up to his defense. They're just trying to move the puck there up by the blue line and ultimately sends it deep, where USC gets it. Again, tries to get it out, but it is stopped by number 34. Sends it out of the zone, and 25, Sam Hembry picks it up, making a pass. And Evan King gets it and drives it into the zone wide. Goes behind the net, but it is stopped by USC there. USC picks it up, tries to drive it out, making a pass to number 13, where he just sends it far into the zone. 34 for the Cougars tries to send it out again, but it is stopped by the defense. 25 tries to make a semi-shot on net, but it is quickly gloved by Drew Ramsey.
Drew Ramsey, just got to get re-locked in after, maybe a goal that shouldn't have gone in. Maybe he didn't see it. There's a lot of confusion in front of the net or behind the net as he can't see that well. That's where it comes down to the WSU defenders to help Drew Ramsey out a little bit more. Shots have evened out 8-6, 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in this first period, tie game.
So Hovinen loses that face-off to USC, where they try to get a shot on net, but it is stopped. So Hovinen then picks it up in the USC zone, trying to get a shot on net. Number 23 there to get the rebound, but it is far. Gets it up to the defense. They try to scramble it, send it low. Tries to get a shot on net, but it is just gloved again.
Well, the Samuli Sahovinen and Luke Jurgensen connection right now has been through the roof. Does that look like a play? Luke Jurgensen leaves it for Samuli Sahovinen, thinks he's going to shoot it. Saucers it back up to Luke Jurgensen. He gets a shot, but Heath Chansey's able to shut down both opportunities and both rebounds by Luke Jurgensen.
USC wins the puck, tries to chip it out, but it is stopped by the Cougars defense. Number 24, Cole Carlson picks it up, tries to send it to number 23, where he loses it in his feet, tries to send it back to Cole Carlson in the corner. Can't quite get possession of that puck. It is kind of tossed around, where number 18 for USC picks it up on the boards. He's trying to look for someone to pass to, trying to look for that regroup in the neutral zone. Passes it to number 4. Tries to pass it back to number 18, but it is stopped by Cole Carlson, who's trying to just get that puck in deep and skate it wide. Cole Carlson looking for someone maybe in front of the net, but it is stopped quickly by the USC defense right there. Number 21, Reed Mullen picks it up for the defense, looking for that regroup. Passes it to his D partner, Colin Keenan.
Colin Keenan has really impressed so far. He's now in the starting lineup since being scratched a couple weeks before in the Washington Huskies series and Western Washington series, but now he's just starting lineup and on the power play for some of these penalties for WSU. So he's really impressed Coach Lubinacci.
12, Max Lazaro tries to get into the zone too. David Bushkin pressuring there on the boards. Number 26 for the Trojans, Gavin Simon tries to skate it in deep and get a shot, but it is sent on Drew Ramsey's shoulder, and finally the Cougars get it. Number Van Rayner, number 17, trying to skate it out, trying to get that kind of corner type shot, but it is again stopped by Chansey.
Just tips it high and wide, but the WSU Cougars getting right back on track as they got 3 shots in those last 2 minutes. 11-6 on shots on net. 1-1 still this hockey game. WSU and UC tied up. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first period.
5, Matthew Taylor wins the face-off to number 14, where there is just a scramble there on the boards. Just digging in there, trying to get the puck out of each other's feet. USC wins it, sends it across the boards to number 11, where number 16 for the Cougars, Micah Clark, stops it and sends it back into the zone. Number 5 there tries to take a shot, but it is gloved by Chancey.
A very fast first period as we're already 18 minutes under this game, 12-6 on shots. So WSU's times 2ing USC as of right now, but Chancey and Drew Ramsey seem to be the only people slowing this game down. Not a lot of calls from the referees, not a lot of icing, which is very rare in this league, but also not a lot of goals.
Smeelisa Hovinen loses the puck in his feet, but it is picked up by a forward who tries to get a shot on net, but it is sent over. It is sent into the corner there where they're trying to just get those pucks. There was a shot, but it went through the goalie's 5-hole and was not picked up by anyone behind him. USC is just trying to get it out of this zone, finally does. Number 25 sends it out and into the USC zone.
The USC Trojans defenders might have just saved a goal right there as Chancey was out of place and was on the ground, but Trojans are able to clear it out and save a goal and making this a 2-1 game for the Cougs.
34 tries to get a shot, but it is tipped to the net by USC number 12, where then Chancey got the opportunity to glove the puck on that ground.
A minute and 26 seconds left in this first period, 1-1 hockey game. Smeelisa Hovinen got a goal, and Trojans spark right back in a matter of 10 minutes to tie this game right back up.
Van Rayner taking this face-off against Gavin Simon, wins it back to the D. D tries to just send it back in low. Van Rayner trying to pressure that defense to pick up the puck, but number 25 gets it and is just skating through these Cougars players, trying to get the shot on net, but Drew Ramsey just tips it away. It was sent back, and it is behind the Cougars net, where it looks as though there might be an issue.
And I don't know what they're exactly calling. Maybe like a hand pass, because the USC forward, number 26, Gavin Simon, swatted it down towards the net of Drew Ramsey. I don't know if it's going to be a penalty or not. Seems like they're just going right back to about center ice with 1 minute and 6 seconds left.
Van Rayner will take this face-off again against Gavin Simon. Gavin Simon wins the puck, trying to send it into the zone, but it is regrouped by the Cougars defense. Number 2, David Bushkin just sends it out. No icing call on that one. USC's player, number 25, picks it up, gets it out of the zone for number 18, where he passes it to number 17. 17 just trying to drive it wide into that zone, chips it kind of down, looking for that player to pass to for a goal, but sends it out of his own offensive zone for an icing.
I thought the pass was by USC for a sec, but it looks like WSU was the one that cleared it. 33 seconds left in this first period. A very even game, very slow pace, but very fast paced. Very weird first period, if I say so, Kate.
Same centerman here. Referees are talking center ice. Not quite sure. Oh, the faceoff will be at center ice.
So I think I was correct. It looked like USC was just a bad pass that cleared all the way back, not a Cougar that cleared it for icing. So the ref took accountability, and we're going to center ice right now. So there's no advantage for either team.
Getting a quick line change here for the Cougars. Smeelisa Hovinen will be taking this face-off against Gavin Simon. So Hovinen wins it, tries to push it up, but it is stopped by number 12 for USU, sends it back. It's kind of a scramble between these two teams, sending it back and forth many times. Finally sent it to USC's zone, where 23 tries to go skate, but it is stopped by number 4 on USC. Breaks it out to number 18. 18 driving into the zone, getting that shot, but it is sent wide. There was a player there, but just the defense for the Cougars stopped them, braked it out. Cole Carlson currently has the puck. Passes it to number 23, gets a shot on net.
Two very good opportunities. They were trading a 2-on-1 for USC that almost has a rebound, go straight to a Trojan wingman, but Drew Ramsey's able to luck out, and it bounces far away. Then on the other end, pushing Cole Carlson, almost gets another assist, and he's still 4 points away from 100, but a shot leads to Heath Chancey saving not one, but 2 shots, and that is the end of this first period. WSU with 13 shots on goal, USC with 8, but it's a 1-1 hockey game. Kate, what do we see from that first period?
Crazy period so far. There's a lot of back and forth between the two teams. One team has the puck, then the other team has the puck.
Yep.
But so far, it looks like the Cougars have been really strong in pressuring their defense and kind of getting them to mess up and fumble a little bit. So it's just how USC kind of responds to that. They've been making some really great breakout plays that have really helped them in getting to the Cougar zone. So.
No, I 100% agree with you, but my good friend Momentum seemed like he was bouncing from bench to bench on the sidelines this game. As it looked like each team took turns of 1 minute and 30 seconds, them having in the zone shot, and then the Cougs would come back, get some more shot. No team was able to get for more than half of the period, besides maybe the first 5 minutes by WSU, to really get something going starting. But USC's game plan, at least offensively, is they have almost cherry pickers at that blue line. They have guys waiting for, so the clear passes are clearing it away. They have a USC, maybe 1 or 2 wing defenders and centers right there. So the WSU defenders have to be ready. Keegan Lucas saved a couple, Reed Mullen saved a couple, and so did Lucas Robinson. But an exciting, very weird first period, slow-paced and fast-paced, but looks to be 11 minutes and 50 seconds until second period gets underway. Excited for a second period, Kate. We'll be back. Make sure you guys stay with us. Connor Simmons and Kate Cherney in the booth. With 3 minutes and 40 seconds till the second period of puck drop 1-1 hockey game, Smith was able to go right back down to the ice. Let's see what he had to say.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Connor. We are down on the ice yet again with Coach Lupinacci. So the first period in the books, a tie game 1-1. Sahovinen and Jurgensen connected on that goal. Sahovinen got the goal. And so far, they look like they've had a really good connection on the ice so far. What are you seeing from the Jurgensen to Sahovinen connection on the ice?
Oh, it's beautiful. I mean, they're finding each other. The chemistry's clicking. That line's just got to finish. Every shift, they're getting a chance. It's right on the doorstep. It's like same old story. We got to break that habit. It's like finish, finish, finish.
Absolutely. And then after you guys scored that first goal, it seemed like USC kind of woke up a little bit and started to kind of make this a little bit more of an even game. What do you see now, the Trojans, after this first period?
Oh, they definitely, came back strong. It's critical after a goal to come back like that and, get some momentum. They fell behind early yesterday, and so they know better than to get in a hole. So, yeah, they came back strong, and it's good to see the boys keep grinding.
And so, of course, this is one of Drew Ramsey's first starts in a little while. What are you seeing out of that sophomore goaltender?
He's just doing a great job, man. He's always there to do his job, and he's, filled right in, and it's like starter goalie. He's doing his job, stopping pucks.
Absolutely. Thank you, Coach Connor. Kate, Connor, back to you.
Good insight right there from Coach Lupinacci, putting his trust in Drew Ramsey. And like we did talk about it wasn't a crazy shutter, just a little bit of wrong place, wrong time situation. USC got a little lucky. Drew Ramsey didn't get so lucky in that kind of situation. But other than that goal, it's a tie hockey game. But is WSU have a little more advantage on them right now? What do you think, Kate?
I think yes. I definitely think that, USC is coming out hard. They're playing really well. They have a great breakout. But I do think that the Cougs are dominating the ice just a little more. They have a little more control of the puck, a little more passing, a little more control. Again, this game is just so back and forth, turnover after turnover. So right now it's pretty even. The Cougs have 13 shots on goal while USC has 8. It's a 1-1 game. This is just going to be a game of who wants it more.
And then now looking from the first period, there's not a lot to judge from USC as we don't have a lot of stats or further recommendations outside of San Jose beating them. But if I'm looking at both teams just of right now, comparing the first period of San Jose versus the first period of USC, USC is looking like the far better team in that kind of situation. So maybe San Jose just got them on on the wrong day, and then San Jose had the right day kind of situation. But as of right now, USC, who doesn't even have their whole entire roster here, very short bench and only one goaltender that traveled here to Washington, they're doing a pretty good job of hanging in with WSU. It was looking pretty bad. It was 7-0. WSU got an advantage on shots, but they fought back slowly but steady, and they even tied this game up.
Yesterday was a travel day. Yep. Both teams came all the way from California. SJSU just came a little bit shorter of a way, but, travel days, they're hard and they make you tired. So maybe that was just the fluke that happened yesterday, and now they're coming out harder. But I guess we'll see how this second period goes. And again, who wants it more? It's just that's going to be the ultimate deciding factor of this game, ultimately.
And something I am expecting is just a lot more goals as this league and this division, like Coach Lupinacci has said, we've said this every single broadcast, you need 5+ goals. And we haven't gotten 5+ goals in quite a long time, it feels like, or at least until the last third period where a lot of teams score on WSU. But as of right now, it's only 1-1. One of these teams, I think, will break loose at this point. Right now, WSU's running a little bit more momentum, has a little bit more shots, a little bit more ozone time. Let's see if they can keep it up as puck drop is about to get underway here in this second period. WSU 1, USC 1. 20 minutes of second period hockey underway in the PAC-8 Showcase. Coming in for the face-off is going to be Samueli Sahovinen, followed with Cole Carlson on his left, Luke Jurgensen on his right, who's had a great game. Looking like Orange Juice is their nickname with Samueli Sahovinen and Luke Jurgensen on the chemistry. Cleared out on the face-off zone to Cole Carlson. Tries to get up to Samueli Sahovinen, clears it into USC zone. Luke Jurgensen trying to get a stick on it. Sahovinen and them have to reset. Sahovinen brings it in with number 17 of USC on his side. He's able to steal it away from Sahovinen. Behind the net of Chauncey, who's having a pretty good game so far. 12 saves on 13 shots. Cleared away by USC, making a move. Good steal right there. Sam Hembry, the captain defenseman of the team. No, stolen right back by Simon. Simon going all by himself to Ramsey. Tries to go top right on him. Ramsey shuts it down immediately, using his big frame and big body to stop that one with his left shoulder. My apologies.
You know, something to note about both of these teams that we saw in the first period and they're continuing in the second, they're just getting their heads up. They are looking for those passes, trying to make those connections, which is really, really good.
Coming in is Van Rayner, senior and captain for WSU versus number 26, Gavin Simon, who's been on a lot of faceoffs so far for USC. A lot of these USC Trojans are getting a lot of playing time with a short bench. Shot is cleared away as Matthew Taylor is able to get in, or Lucas Robinson is able to get in the way. He's had a great weekend so far. They're calling a penalty as the official's arm is up, and it looks like it's going to be on WSU as USC has puck possession and no whistle yet. Van Rayner trying to get off him. Two guys tumble to the ground. USC still going. Tipped away, clear back in the zone by Simon. WSU finally gets puck possession. Oh no, they're just calling offsides, it looked to be. A little late, but here comes Lucas Robinson, the left defenseman, coming in all by himself. Goes behind the net of Trojan goaltender, Chauncey. Robinson still with puck possession, clears it back in. David Bushkin, the freshman, Phenoms, looking to get something going, maybe get some points on the weekend. Just tipped wide, Simon still having a long shift, 2 minutes in. No shots on net yet for either, or one shot on net for USC. Stolen away. Here comes the Cougars trying to tip it on net. Shoots and it's cleared away. Chauncey dives and uses his left hand to clear it wide left. Oh my goodness, last second. What a save by Chauncey, and USC catches another break. First man to touch is going to be number 17, Zach Quezada of the Trojans. Clears out number 10. Shot on net. Shoots and scores! Number 10, Billy Chun's able to beat Drew Ramsey. Looks to be on the stomach side, and USC now takes the lead, 2-1. 18 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second period. USC strikes first.
You know, that was two insane plays, one after the other. You had that crazy Chauncey save where he just kind of missed it with his glove, but it was just a really lucky trickle, and USC just takes it and drives into that zone for a nice goal.
What a great shot by Billy Chun, and another great opportunity that WSU just can't get it to the back of the net. What a save by Heath Chauncey, as it looked like it was about to go in. WSU was about to celebrate, but he clears it last second and dives out. Cadence Kelly with puck possession on the near face-off circle in Trojan zone. Tried to swing it into Matthew Taylor, doesn't get to him, but Nico Umale, who's looking for a goal in this game. Lex Ballard finds a loose puck, clears it back in behind the net of Chauncey. Matt Taylor trying to get back in front to maybe someone in the front of the zone. Umale shoots behind the net again. Matthew Taylor battling with a guy. Lex Ballard and the Trojans battling once again. 11 putting in. Aiden Foley battered away by number 16, Micah Clark. Swings it to Lex Ballard, who's got a good puck working pretty fast on this team. Cadence Kelly looking for a man. He does get it across center ice. WSU pushing all by themselves, trying to get Matthew Taylor just out of reach. Maybe a holding. Nothing's called, though, by the referees. Big hit. Matthew Taylor on the boards. USC still with puck possession, crossing center of ice. Coming in by himself is number 6, Michael Polsky of USC. Clearing around the boards. Brandon Smith had a goal last night. Let's see if he can strike again. Slammed against boards, Brandon Smith. Coming in by himself, Evan King loses just a little bit. Nico Umale trying to keep it in, but no. Tipped away by another Trojan defender. Battling, oh my goodness, a big hit. No trippings called, though. Cleared away once again. USC is going to have to touch up. USC looking to touch up, passing back and forth in their own zone behind the net of Chauncey. 16 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second period. A very different start for both teams in the second period. Stolen away by the Cougs. Looking at something going is Hank Hamlet. Getting a lot of playing time since his big injury. He's healed up in the bye week. Hank Hamlet on the forecheck with Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith tumbles to the ground. Hank Hamlet still with puck possession. Brandon Smith trying to battle, getting shoved to the ground by USC Trojan defender. Evan King now on the forecheck. Clears back in the zone. Evan King takes a hit and tumbles to the ground. Number 4, Alec Tulik clears it into WSU zone. No icing, tipped by a defender. Keegan Lucas comes back into the game after being scratched last night. He's had a very good season so far since switching his number. 15 minutes and 56 seconds left in the second period. Keegan Lucas hits a guy, and they're going to call a penalty. Pretty weak it looks to be, but it's going to be on Keegan Lucas.
You know, we've started to see the teams kind of get a little chippy this period. You know, you've seen a lot of hits, a lot of kind of getting scrappy. They keep pushing each other down, trying to keep each other down. But you know, that's what really has hurt the Cougars in the past. You know, USC got their first goal on a power play. So I think that the Cougars are just looking to kind of stay out of the box right now. You know, they don't really want these penalties because it has definitely hurt them in the past.
15 minutes and 53 seconds left in the second period. USC is up 2-1. And now the Keegan Lucas penalty finds USC on the power play, trying to make it a 2-goal game. Swinging around as USC at the blue line. Swings it back to Tolek, one of the better defenders on this USC team. Tolek tries to center up in front. A tipped pass is able to go to a defender of WSU, and it is cleared away. 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the Keegan Lucas penalty. Van Rainer on the forecheck tries to get it up, and it's stolen away by Samuel Sahovinen. Sahovinen battling against Tolek. Tolek and Sahovinen. Sahovinen's able to tip it back in. Waste some more time. A pass cleared out to Simon with the blue gloves. Very iconic look for him. USC brings it back into the zone, trying to pass it around and get set up again, and they are able to get set up. Tolek clears it to a man out in front, maybe trying to get something going to another man. Simon in front of the net. Drew Ramsey's able to save that one. Shoved away by Samuel Sahovinen. Cleared back out to Tolek. Tolek at the point, rips one on net, shoots. Drew Ramsey can't find it. Battle in front of the net. No shot hits Drew Ramsey. No shots hits the net. USC's able to re-grab the rebound and reset. Passing back and forth again. USC rips one. Ramsey's able to save it with his right leg. Another one tips, and it's tipped into the net. Do we have an own goal? It looked to hit off the stick of Reed Mullen and tip into the net. And it's a 3-1 hockey game with 14 minutes and 41 seconds left in the second period. USC coming out dominating in the second period.
So USC there just ran a play that normally some better teams run. They ran a play called the umbrella play, where you have 3 men up top, 1 behind the net and 1 kind of in front of the net. And the Cougars have seen that in the past against UW. They just don't know how to defend against it. They're keeping that box play when you should be shifting into a diamond, and that's what kind of hurt them there.
Just a slow start in the second period, or maybe a slow start, but maybe it's just USC is able to get the puck into the back of the net. Slow start for Drew Ramsey right now. Shoved into the boards is, oh, they're going to call another penalty as Luke Jurgensen hits a guy on the line. USC's bench excited, but WSU bench is fuming right now as Luke Jurgensen lays the line, and he pays for it. The USC Trojan that got hit is still on the ground, slow to get up. So USC is 2 for 2 on power play goals so far in this game, and they have another power play coming up right now. It's not looking too great for the Cougars. Cougs got to get 1 PK kill to get going once again. Maybe a shorthanded goal that would help out quite a bit, but USC now up 2 goals is heading right back to the power play, as there seems to be some confusion, but everyone's coming back on the ice. Simon on the face-off circle. Cougs need to get something going. The Cougs do win it. Lex Ballard's going to be the man to touch up for the Cougs, trying to clear it. Clears all the way to Tuluk, number 4. David Bushkin pressuring him. Same with Max Lazaro. Swings all the way to number 17, Zach Quezada. Back out to Tuluk at the line. Quezada behind the net to Simon. Simon tries to clear out in front. Nothing there, though. David Bushkin's able to get the puck, control it, and clear it. 14 minutes left in the second period. 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the power play. Lazaro on the forecheck, getting the puck away from Tuluk. Tuluk clears it into the zone behind the net of Drew Ramsey. Colin Keenan's able to have a great clear. As soon as he gets puck possession, clears it away. So far, a good start to this PK. Oh, slings to Max Lazaro. A bad pass by the goalie, Heath Chansey, almost leads to a mistake. But USC is able to get away from it. Simon dribbling in all by himself. Simon, blue gloves, going in, tries to center in front of the net. Cleared away by Colin Keenan. Good job there by using his stick for an advantage. Cole Carlson now checking him up. USC set up in the zone, trying to get something going. Maybe make this a 4-1 hockey game. Clears it in front of the game, tries to get on Drew Ramsey. Drew Ramsey gloves it, sees it right there, and slows the game down immediately. 57 seconds left on the power play. 13 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second period. 3-1, USC is up.
You know, they kind of started to run the same play there. They see that it works against this team. The Cougars kind of just start collapsing in front of the net, even screening Drew Ramsey at times, which is not the best play and is probably going to hurt them in the future.
Well, USC is officially caught up to WSU 1 shots as it's 13-13, and I wonder if it's because of power plays. But here comes, we might have a short-handed goal, but Cole Carlson, the pass or the tip away, clear away is just too far away for Cole Carlson and just can't get enough advantage. Cole Carlson still using a lot of stamina Good job by him on the forecheck. Gets it back to Sam Hembry. Sam Hembry's able to clear it and waste some more time. It's on net. So Chancey has to save this one. Cole Carlson's already there on the net. Cole Carlson behind the net. Chancey tries to clear it up in front for Sahoven. Cleared away using the stick is Chauncey, the goaltender. 30 seconds left on the power play. Setting it back into the zone. Here comes USC. Looking to get something going and set up again. Behind the net of Ramsey. About 20 seconds left on the power play. Clears it back to the point. Finds number 15, Lakin Wessler. Wessler makes a move on 2 Cougars. Wessler shoved to the ground. Nothing there, though. No penalties going to be called. Shot on net to Ramsey. Tipped around once again. Ramsey able to steer it wide. Good job by Ramsey getting 2 saves. Keeping it down is number 12 of USC, though. Another shot on net. Ramsey saves that one. Covers it up immediately. Oh, it's actually not on his glove. The refs might just called it down immediately and pushing and shoving. The WSU Cougars protecting their goaltender and Drew Ramsey. Power play is officially over, so the first PK of the game by the Cougs.
USC really came out hard this period, getting shot after shot, overwhelming Drew Ramsey at times.
We have some 5-on-5 finally at play for the first time in about 4 minutes. 12 minutes and 26 seconds left. USC now leads in the shot department and in the goal department. 3-1 for them. A pass leads all the way to Ken Scully, just too far. Alec Tolik's going to be the one to touch up. Nico Umale on the forecheck with other Cougars, just such as Matthew Taylor. No penalties going to be called. USC wants one. Clears up to Nico. Nico makes a move, just cleared wide. Tolik doing a good job with the poke check right there. All the way out to Lucas Robinson at the point. Tries to clear it back in. Nico behind the net of USC. Battling against the defender. Battle on the boards, cleared away. Matthew Taylor going to try and beat number 11 of USC. Just gets beat, though. Matthew Taylor going to clear away by USC, but keeping it in the zone is Reed Mullen. Reed Mullen skies one high and wide to Matthew Taylor over the net. Tries to clear it back in. Matthew Taylor just not be able to get it. His Tolik's able to save and clear it into the netting. And some fan is going home with a souvenir. 11 minutes and 31 seconds left in the second period at USC up 3-1.
The defense so far for the Cougars have done a great job keeping it into their zone and just keep sending the pucks down low and on net.
No doubt about it. 5-on-5 hockey still at play. Cougars not drawing a lot of penalties, but they are doing a lot of penalties as of right now. Max Lazaro trying to keep it, but USC is able to steal it behind the net of Chauncey. Clears it into center ice. Batted down. That's going to be a high stick. He cannot touch it, so WSU does touch it. Lex Ballard does a good job of using his IQ and battling around so he can get puck possession clearly, not just clearing it in. Lex Ballard going in by himself. Tries to get a shot on net using his speed, though. Good job by Lex Ballard to bring it into the zone. WSU battling. No penalty is going to be called right there for interference, but ref don't see it. Ref don't call it, apparently. Van Rayner now on the forecheck against Tola. Clears it out to number 16. Number 16, Benny Ruzik on the forecheck. Stolen away, though, by the Cougs. Cleared once again. David Bushkin's going to be the man to try and battle against number 25 of the Trojans. Does a spin move to get away from Bushkin. Shoved down by number 16. Good job right there by Micah Clark. Van Rayner going behind the net with Tolik of Chauncey. Trying to get a hit. Cole Carlson able to tip it away from Tolik. Right back to Tolik, the defenseman of the Trojans. Just keeping puck possession right now. Not getting in the zone a lot. But USC keeping the puck possession away from WSU. Icing is going to be called as we're heading back down to USC Trojans zone. 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second period. We're about halfway through. 1-3 USC on top. USC not getting a lot of shots outside of the power plays, but they're using those power plays to their advantage. And as of right now, they're still leading the shot department 16-15. They stop the game plan as they call something on USC, maybe just to back up on one of the wingers. Face-off won by USC. Swings out to Cole Carlson as Smoose Hoven's able to get a tip. Cole Carlson making a couple moves on the defenders. Out to Colin Keenan. Keenan sends it around the boards. Cole Carlson lost it to Tolik. Tolik with puck possession. Steers it wide. Kept in the zone. Good job by Smoose Hoven right there. Cole Carlson makes a move. Just can't get enough on the shot. Carlson still battling. And nothing's able to get to Chauncey on the net. Samuel Hoven and battling with Luke Jurgensen. Jurgensen tries to get it to Cole Carlson. Takes a hit by doing that. Cleared away once again by USC, but Colin Keenan retreats it. Passing in their own zone is Sam Hembry. Trying to back up to Cole Carlson, but no tips too wide. At center ice, USC Bad pass right there leads to another steal by WSU. A lot of turnovers since that third goal by USC. Another turnover by WSU. Cole Carlson tries to clear it. Just doesn't have enough on it, though. And it is not cleared. The official says it was good. Behind the net of Drew Ramsey, 17, Zach Quezada is going to want to touch up. A bad pass by him leads to the USC Trojans having to retreat. Cleared in by Sam Hambry, just can't get a hand on it. Luke Jurgensen clears it wide. Sends it to a man who just came off the bench, Matthew Taylor. Clears it into the zone. Here comes the second and third line of the Cougs. Matthew Taylor trying to get a tip. Still in Trojan zone. They're just passing back and forth. Trojans almost look like they're wasting time right now, Kate. Cleared away. Reed Mullins going to win the touch. Icing is going to be the call.
It's been really interesting watching after the third goal. Is that the Trojans are just giving up the puck. They're letting the Cougars absolutely control it, and I don't think the score or even the shots on goal exactly reflect how many turnovers this game has, because there is a lot.
Neither team is trying to keep the puck right now, but it just seems to be 80% of USC's game plan is playing defense and saving energy, as their bench is pretty short as of right now. WSU still leading puck possession time, but not leading in the goal department, which is the only one that matters. Lucas Robinson slammed against the boards in Cougar zone. Lucas Robinson clearing up, trying to get to Cadence Kelly. He just can't get enough. Trojan right on his side. Cleared back in to Reed Mullen behind the net of Drew Ramsey. Let's see if they can get a breakout going. With 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in this second period, WSU is down. Cleared all the way to number 22, Nico Umale. Matthew Taylor and Nico Umale on the forecheck. Almost an own goal right there. As the USC trying to pass back and forth, and that might be the mistakes that USC has to make for WSU to get back in this game, and they're going to call tripping as Coach Lupinacci is fuming right now, yelling at the referees, as USC's about to go back on the power play. And they're 2 for 3 on the power play today.
You know, like I said, it's those power plays for the other team that really, really hurt the Cougs. The Cougs do not know how to perform well on a penalty kill, and it just absolutely kills them and their score, as we've seen. They're 2 and 3, or 2 and 1, I apologize, for power play goals.
The Cougs have struggled all year with special teams, and this game is proven a little bit more why they need to improve their special teams. 8 minutes exactly left in the second period. Van Rainer's forechecking, but it's cleared away by the Cougars, so a good start to the penalty kill for them. 2 of the goals, so USC is winning this game just purely off power play so far. Bringing it in is number 10, all by himself. Billy Chun has a goal in this game. Chun trying to find somebody. Able to get stolen away by Lex Ballard. Is able to clear it. No, Tuluk's the man to touch at the blue line. Sends it back in on the lone face-off circle on the far left side. All the way to Tuluk. Tuluk at the point. Rips one. Drew Ramsey sees it clear. Nobody in front of the net. Just Drew Ramsey versus Alex Tuluk, and it looks like they're playing catch with dad right outside, as that was an easy save by Drew Ramsey. 1 minute and 23 seconds left on the power play. 7 minutes and 28 seconds left on the second period. USC is up 3-1, and a majority of their shots have come from the power play, and now they're leading by a good margin. Face-off won by USC. Now at the center of ice, slap shot. Tipped away. Keegan Lucas is able to get in front of another shot by number 11 of USC, though. Gets another shot high of Drew Ramsey, which is pretty hard to do, as he is 6'6". Keegan Lucas trying to clear it. Hits a USC Trojan, and they're able to reset. Chun with puck possession. Finds Simon behind the net with blue gloves. Another shot, shoots and scores! Goes bar down, another power play goal. Number 13, Ash Dew, is able to beat Drew Ramsey. It is a 4-1 hockey game, and 3 of those 4 goals have come on the power play. Number 13 or number 12? It's number 12, Cole Kocharek. My apologies, not Ash Dew. But Cole Kocharek is able to get a goal, and USC is now in firm confirmation and in a firm lead in this game. It's 4-1, and it feels like it's relatively pretty even. Take away these penalties, and WSU, they got to find a way to fight back in this game. 4-1 hockey game. Stolen away from Cole Carlson. USC with puck possession once again. Bringing it in is going to be number 13. That is going to be Ash Dew. Colin Keenan behind the net of Drew Ramsey. Cougs got to get something going. Maybe 1 goal before the end of this second period to get them back going. tipped away, a pass to Cole Carlson, but it's on the same track with Smuley Sahovinen. It's tipped far. Now USC, they're just waiting for penalties, it seems to be. That's the only time when they push for offenses. They have a dominant lead right now, and I don't really see them outside of a couple penalties clearing into their own zone. A pass to Cole Carlson with puck possession, able to get up to Luke Jurgensen. Jurgensen brings it in by himself, looking for a man, tipped away behind the net of Chauncey now. Chauncey hasn't had a shot on net in him in a little bit of time. Colin Keenan trying to keep it in the zone. Cole Carlson on the forecheck, but number 16 is able to clear it away. Benny Ruzick. Stolen away by the Cougs, though. Still keeping it in the zone is Cole Carlson. Cole Carlson by himself tries to get a shot on net. Cleared away. 2-on-1. Here comes Ash Dew, number 13 of the Trojans. Battling against Colin Keenan, just clears around the boards, and here comes the sub for both teams. Lucas Robinson. Bad clear away. Leads to Trojans trying to get something from the net of Drew Ramsey. Another shot on Drew Ramsey. Stopped cold from there. Good save by Ramsey. He's able to win a butterfly almost immediately. They're going to call offsides. So the official puts his hand up, and WSU gets a chance to regroup and get it going. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. 3 goals in the second period by USC, 2 of them on the power play. USC just trying to clear it away. A lot of turnovers in this game by both teams, but the story is penalties. Big hit right there, just getting pretty chippy at center of the ice. Cleared back in, just doing a lot of dump and run for USC as they don't need to do much more with a 3-goal lead. Lucas Robinson sends it up to David Bushkin, who tries to clear it in, or clear it away, but stolen. Battling on the boards is both Lucas Robinson and 2 Trojans. Trojans find themselves with the puck, though. Back to the blue line. Number 12, who's got a goal in this game. Cleared away. Rayner's able to get it up to David Bushkin. Good save right there by Chauncey, though. One of the better opportunities WSU's had this whole game. Defender of the Trojans lays out Van Rayner, and it's cleared away. Icing's going to be called, but WSU's starting to get a little fight back. No, icing's going to, oh yes, icing is going to be called. 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the second period. WSU down 4-1.
You know, like I said at the beginning of this period, it's a game of ultimately who wants it more. And right now, it just looks like USC does. You know, they're shutting down their offense. They are getting sticks and lanes, and they are just absolutely pressuring them. So I think that they're really looking dominant out there. You know, it's a really close game still. The Cougs still could come back.
Lex Ballard with puck possession at the blue line. Sends it to Cole Carlson. Just can't get on his stick, though. Smuley Sahovinen behind the net of Chauncey. Tries to get out in front to Luke Jurgensen. Maybe get a tip in there, but Chauncey's able to dive on it almost immediately. 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. A little frustrations brewing right now for WSU. And the whole entire UC Trojan lineup is making a 5-on-5 sub as some new fresh faces and some new energy comes on for the USC as WSU's gotten a couple shots off in the last 30 seconds. Faceoff is won by the Trojans, but keeping it in the zone. Good job right there by Luke Jurgensen. Smuley Sahovinen right on the foot of a Trojan. A ref takes a fall, and ref's getting up pretty slow. Lex Ballard gets a shot, and it's caught right there by Heath Chauncey. Ref's still a little slow to get up. A little confusion play right there as no one really knows what's happening. 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in this second period. Smuley Sahovinen on the faceoff. Cole Carlson on his left, Luke Jurgensen on his right. The men behind him is Micah Clark and Lex Ballard. Faceoff won by USC. USC's winning the faceoffs and then just playing defense. That's all they need to do for this game. Luke Jurgensen tries to send up front for Cole Carlson. Good tip right there, as that was Alec Tolik, who just had an amazing defensive play to maybe potentially save a goal and potentially save momentum. Smuley Sahovinen, stick lifts a Trojan defender. Able to keep puck possession for the Cougs. Jurgensen bringing it in, shot. Still hit a defender of Trojans. Ballard keeping it in to Smuley Sahovinen behind the net to Luke Jurgensen. Him trying to get in front to Cole Carlson once again, but nothing found. Trojans do a good job of playing defense in front of the net and helping Chauncey out. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. Cleared away. Icing's going to be called once again. It looks to be the Trojans know they're in front, and they're just trying to play it safe, and WSU has to push, being down 3 goals.
Yeah, it looks kind of like they're just trying to kill some time right now. Kind of just trying to get pucks out and also just kind of move it around, pass it, make those plays and defend against the Cougs. The Cougs just have to work more offensively, try to get those pucks in the net, and just try to dominate.
Keegan Lucas sends it all the way to Sam Hembry. Hembry from the point, trying to get a big tipper. Can they get it to go? It's stopped as Chauncey dives out once again. pushing and shoving in front of the net, but the puck doesn't go in regardless. Still a 1-4 hockey game with USC out in front. Chauncey's made 3 sprawling saves. USC is tired. As I've said his name quite a bit, but number 4, Alec Tolik, has made numerous saves, maybe potentially saved a couple goals for the Trojans.
But you know, that was kind of the play that we were talking about, getting bodies in front of the net, getting those pucks, just trying to like dig deep and get that puck in the net, just like they did yesterday against SJSU, which I think really helped them.
Subs are being made right now, and Coach Lupinacci throws his hands in the air as the refs are just letting this happen. I don't believe he even knows what's happening, but face-off on the near face-off circle is won by USC. Behind the net to Tolik as he's very tired. A lot of tired USC Trojan defenders. Hembry just can't keep it in. The man to touch up is going to be Keegan Lucas in his own zone. Lucas sends it all the way to Max Azaro, but goes between his legs. Max Azaro had an amazing goal last night. Let's see if we can get another clutch one for Cougs today. 3 minutes left in the second period. 4-1 on the score sheet, though. Cleared in to Drew Ramsey. He's able to clear wide to Sam Hembry. Now behind the net, Drew Ramsey clears it up to Max Lazaro. Lazaro, right into his horse, sends it all the way to Kins Kelly. What a great pass right there. Kins Kelly shoots. Just easy save right there. Padded save by Chauncey. We almost had a break right there, but the stick of Max Lazaro might have saved a 2-on-0 break for USC. Keeping it in the zone is Van Rayner. He's battling with a couple Trojans at the blue line now. At the point, Lucas Robinson fakes a slap shot, goes down low to Cole Carlson. Cole Carlson rips one, and it's able to go right into the chest of Heath Chauncey. Another good save by him. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second period. WSU's trying to fight back, but 3 goals isn't easy.
You know, my coach always told me growing up that you can't score goals just sending it into the goalie's chest, and that is what the Cougars continue to do on Chauncey. They need to be picking corners, they need to be digging deep into that crease and just try and get those sloppy shots.
Melissa Hovena on the faceoff is able to win it for WSU and keep it in the zone. Swung out to Luke Jurgensen. Jurgensen makes a couple moves, and he's going to be able to keep it in the zone at the blue. Oh, no, Cole Carlson's keeping it in the zone. Almost gets a one-timer to Melissa Hovena. Great pass right there, but just couldn't get the shot off. Lucas Robinson, defenseman, sends it behind all the way back to Luke Jurgensen. USC now with firm possession of the puck. Swings all around the boards. Lucas Robinson's able to keep it in, though. Good job by Lucas Robinson, defenseman of the Cougs. Behind the back pass, between the legs pass, Cole Carlson out in front. Luke Jurgensen with another pass. Luke Jurgensen finding some chemistry with his first line. He's made numerous good passes. All the way out to Reed Mullen now. All the way to Lucas Robinson. Lucas Robinson, shot on net, tries to get it up in front. Another good save by Tolik. He might have just saved a goal there. Tolik might have more saves than Chauncey. Making moves is Cole Carlson, battling against multiple Trojan defenders. Shoots! Did it hit the post? Did it score? They're saying no goal. Cole Carlson shoots once again. Smoley Sahovan, a lot of shots going on net. WSU's tired. USC's tired. They're trying to get out of the zone, and they finally do. They might have to review, but they're playing it right now. Reed Mullen sends it in. Cole Carlson's wide open. Cole Carlson might have a break. Here he comes all by himself. Tolik once again. Shot. Tolik hits Cole Carlson and makes another save. He's tired, but Heath Chauncey is able to catch it in the center of his chest. What is happening, Kate?
I don't know if anybody saw that on the broadcast, but USC changed their entire line at one time. Their coach is not happy with them giving Cole Carlson that opportunity, but that was just an absolutely insane play for both of them.
1:07 left in the second period. Colin Keenan's not able to keep it into the zone. Has puck possession, looking to dribble in by himself. Colin Keenan loses it, though. Seconds are ticking on the second period, and it looks to be a 3-goal second period for USC. They've been playing it safe since that third power play goal. Van Rayner, Micah Clark battling to David Bushkin. David Bushkin rips one on net, but can I say his name more than once? Jeez, Alec Tolik just doing the best he can. I haven't seen this guy sub out. He's made so many poke checks, so many stick saves. He's dove out. He's made a couple saves. He's up there with Heath Chauncey on saves. He might have more saves than Drew. It is getting incredible right now. 4-1 hockey game, 45 seconds left. Max Lazaro shoots one on net, hits Alec Tolik once again, and he's just going to clear it. It's going to be icing if Colin Keenan and Micah Clark can beat him. And yes, 35 seconds left in the second period. 4-1, USC out in front. But not because of shots, but because of penalties. USC drawing some penalties, and 3 of their goals have been on the power play.
I cannot imagine that Tolik is not tired. I don't think I've seen him off the ice once. But he has been a really dominant force for USC, and he's honestly really keeping them in this game.
He's got to be the definition of a coach's player, as he's doing everything you want from a defenseman right now. Simile Sullivan wins the faceoff. Oh, shot by Luke Jurgensen. Tips wide right, but Tulik's on the rebound. He's got to be tired battling against Luke Jurgensen. Simile Sullivan behind the net of Chauncey, battling with another 25. Justin Kopecky, who has a goal in this game. He almost loses it. Swings it out to Tulik. Tulik, another good pass right there. There's a defender falls. USC might have a one-on-one against Drew Ramsey. 18 comes by himself. Comes in, Drew Ramsey stops him with a stick. Good job right there. 10 seconds left in the second period. Pushes a man off, looking to clear just WSU. Get out of this period. They're calling a penalty on. Are they calling a penalty on WSU? No, it looks to be they're calling a penalty on USC as they're opening the door for USC's penalty box. So, but 5 seconds left on the second period. So, though, WSU has to draw a play up, but it's going to be 5-on-4 for about 5 seconds. And then if they don't score there and then, it's going to be a minute and 55 seconds power play heading into the third period. This could be what WSU needs to start crawling and scratching back in this game. .7 seconds. A good face-off win. On net shot! Drawn up to perfection, but Chauncey's able to save it. Heading back into the near face-off circle in USC's zone. USC's just crowding the net, trying to block the shot again. Tries to get out in front. Another shot, not able to touch Chauncey. But the second period has come to the end. Shots on goal are 24-21. WSU winning. But it's a 4-1 game with the USC out in front. What did we see from that second period, Kate?
You know, we saw the Cougars really struggle with penalties, which USC just absolutely capitalized on, getting those goals. Saw that they were kind of feeling a little slump, you know, feeling a little weak. But, you know, after that third goal, they really picked it up and tried to just get shots on net and bodies and sticks and make these smarter plays, smarter passes, which USC did get another goal, but the Cougars just look like a better team in that last half than they did in the first half.
Well, and it was 3 goals, so, and like I've said, WSU's kind of been the better team today, regardless of the scoreboard. So getting 3 goals is going to be really hard, but I think they can do it. Something that I did see is if they're not on the power play, USC's not pushing for offense. Not whatsoever. I don't know if that's the game plan because they're trying to keep well rested and stuff like that, but that's going to result in at least a couple of goals as WSU was close to striking multiple times, especially at the end there. Now with a power play, they're going to have about 2 minutes to start this third period, maybe get something going. I know Coach Bonacci is very upset, so maybe that lights a fire under their butts right now to enter this third period, but looks to be an exciting third period. USC struck in the second period, maybe lightning strikes twice, and maybe it's for the Cougars this time. I'm Connor Simmons, joined with Kate Cherney in the booth. We'll see you guys to start this third period. with 4 minutes until puck drop. WSU finds himself down 4-1. Smith was able to get a very close interview with Cole Carlson. Let's see what that's about.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Connor. We are down on the ice with Cole Carlson after period number 2 in this matchup against the USC Trojans. Cole Carlson, you've been on the doorstep a couple of times so far in that period, in the first period as well. What's maybe making it hard to maybe convert?
I mean, the goalie's been making good saves. He moves well. I think we're just like a couple inches off today, you know, just all the passes, the shooting, just slightly off. So we're definitely going to take this break and try to come back in the third and tighten that up.
So what exactly did you see out of the USC Trojans coming this period? They put up 3 goals. What are they doing right down there on the ice?
I mean, they're a team. They have a short bench. They like to kind of slow the game down to play to their advantage. You know, they got some luck on their power play. They got a lot of power play goals. They move the puck well. We just got to stay out of the box. We can't keep giving them that advantage.
Absolutely. And then going into the third period, what do you think, in one word, what do you think is going to be the change this team needs to make?
Just urgency. I mean, we got to move our feet more. We got to be on pucks faster. Right now, we're just a step slow, and we just got to beat them to pucks, win the battles, and especially with a team with a short bench like USC, that kind of hockey is going to beat them all day long. So.
Absolutely. Thank you, Carlson. Connor, Kate, back to you in the booth.
Urgency was the word Cole Carlson said. Do you agree with him, Kate?
I definitely do. You know, I think that as soon as the Cougs come out and they start pressuring, they start moving the puck and causing USC to start skating, it's just going to continue to tire them out until eventually they aren't going to have much left to give.
Oh, no doubt about it. And like we've said multiple times, WSU seems to be the better team. USC lost to San Jose State. We just maybe not destroyed San Jose State 3-1, but on the shot department we did. It's not adding up right now. I feel like something has to even out, whether it's luck, puck luck, something has to start going good for the Cougars, and hopefully it's this period is a 3-goal deficit. It's pretty hard to get back in this game, but it's hockey. And in this division, in the PAC-8 Showcase especially, that's not a guarantee. This is almost like playoff hockey being played right now.
Yeah, the power in games can shift so quickly. We saw that in the first period where the Cougs kind of dominated, and then it was kind of even, or the second period where USC really dominated and then the Cougs did. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen in this period about, you know, how tired USC is or how hard the Cougs want to come out because they want to tie this game up. They want to win. So it's, again, who wants it more? And it just seemed like the Cougs just need to stay out of the box. That's what really hurt them. That's what caused them to give up 2 of their goals. As long as they can do that, they will be good.
Well, and WSU has a power play, so a huge early on special teams goal would help them out quite a bit. And special teams has been the story of this game, as there's been 3 power play goals for USC, and ever since they got that lead, they haven't been pushing for offense unless they're on the power play. So USC's, you know, trying to save some man. If I say his name a couple more times, I might get lucky, but Alec Tolik has been the MVP by far in this game, the best player on ice this whole entire game. Maybe saved a couple goals for USC, but it's been utter dominance by him, and then a stifling defense. As soon as they got that lead, especially after that 3rd power play goal, it seemed like they were only playing defense. If they did get puck possession, it was cleared away.
Yeah, definitely. Tolik is definitely keeping them in the game right now. He's seeing things that other players just aren't at times. Definitely, like you said, made a few plays that maybe Chansey wouldn't even have made. But, you know, the Cougs just, Lupinacci talked about it yesterday, just get bodies in front of the net, bury the pucks in there, just try to clean up the trash in front of the net and get those opportunities.
No doubt about it. And I truly do think Drew Ramsey, maybe not on the score sheets having the best game, but he is helping them quite a bit because they've been on the power play a lot, and that's not easy on a goaltender whatsoever. With that in mind, Chauncey's now on the PK. He only has 4 defenders in front of him. This is a big opportunity for WSU, and I mean, let's see if they can get something going. Urgency was the word by Cole Carlson, and I know Coach Lupinacci gave a firm talking to them in the locker room as he was irate in that second period, yelling at not only his players, but also the referees. As puck drop's about to get underway, number 18, Shu Inamarua, is in the PK box for USC.
Van Rayner will be taking this face-off. against an unknown USC player currently.
Yep.
It looks like it's going to be Gavin Simon, of course, number 26 with his staple blue gloves.
Not too hard to know where he is on the ice, 24/7, and also a lot of playing time by him, obviously Simon and Tolek.
Van Rainer's going to win the puck back to his defense, number 25, Sam Hembry. He's going to try to make his regroup with Cole Carlson. Cole Carlson passes it up to Van Rainer. Van Rainer just sends it right into the zone where Chansey caught out of the net there. Could have been a bad opportunity, but Lex Ballard has it on the boards and sends it over to Van Rainer, who makes a pass down to Cole Carlson, sending it up to the D. Kind of just trying to move the puck around, create some space there. Cole Carlson moving along the boards, looking for someone to pass to, drops it to number 25, where they tried to take a shot, but it was missed, and then picks it back up behind the net, passes it to the D, tries to take another shot, goes wide, picked up by USC where they tried to break it out, but it didn't work, and then finally they got it out. Lex Ballard there has the puck behind the net.
A minute left on the power play, 19 minutes left in this third period. WSU trying to make some emergency and confrontation in front of the net. WSU tries to call for too many men there.
23 tried to pick it up on the boards there, tried to send it to the net, but Cole Carlson picks it up when it goes wide. Cole Carlson looking to take a slapper, goes wide, picks up on the boards by number 6 for USC, tries to just send it out. 25, Sam Hembry kind of misses it on that blue line there, and it gets out for a regroup. Lex Ballard trying to skate it down, has a lot of pressure from USC, looking for someone to pass to up those boards, but nobody's there. 23, Luke Gurgensen skates it into the zone, ultimately just sends it down to be picked up by USC's defense. Bushkin tries to stop it, tries to tip it down, but it is still tipped over his glove for number 11 on USC to get it. Where then number 12, Max Lazaro, will pick it up and try to skate it into the zone. Has a lot of pressure there from Tuluk. David Bushkin and Samili Sahovinen there on the boards, trying to gain possession of the puck. Number 14, Cadence Kelly tries to take a shot, but it is behind the net, picked up by Samili Sahovinen. He drop passes it to no one, where it is picked up by USC's number 16 and tried to send out number 9 for the Cougars, gets it and tries to send it on net, where Chansey stops it.
Well, it's been about 5-on-5 hockey for about 45 seconds. No power play goal, but a lot of opportunities, good opportunities for the WSU Cougars, but USC just not letting anything get close in front of the net. Their whole game plan seems to just be blocking shots, as a lot of these USC Trojans are going down on their knees and trying to block these shots. 17 minutes and 28 seconds left in this third period. WSU down by 3, 1-4.
Evan King wins the faceoff against Gavin Simon, tries to send it low into USC's zone, where there's battles below the goal line there. Hank Hamlet looking for someone to pass to, kind of just dumps it to the other side of the ice. USC gets the puck, makes a breakout, and tries to take it out. Number 18 trying to skate it into the Cougars zone, but he gets caught in that low corner there. Tries to send it to middle ice to Gavin Simon, where he takes a shot, but it goes wide. Tries to send it back on the net. Looked as though Drew Ramsey stopped it, but there was no call, so they just kept going at it. Finally, the net was almost tipped off, and Drew Ramsey still had the puck.
They're calling it a no-goal, which I thought Drew Ramsey had puck possession, but it must have been a loose puck. But going back to the turnover in this zone, it was Brandon Smith. He got hurt, I believe, as he immediately felt a bad pass. Don't know if he got hit or something or just skated the wrong way, but immediately skated off and is now on the bench. He was a goal scorer last night, and not having Brandon Smith, who's an aggressor for this Cougars team, might hurt them here in the second or third period.
Sahovinen against Gavin Simon. Simon wins the puck back to his defense. 12 takes a shot on Drew Ramsey, but sends it wide into the corner, where number 34 tries to pass it to 23, and it is iced.
Number 12, Cole Kocharek, who has a goal in this game, is able to beat out Cole Carlson. So the battle of the Coles, it was a see which one was faster moment. 16 minutes and 42 seconds left in this third period. USC up 4-1, and of course, who's on the face-off circuit?
Sahovinen and Simon once again. Simon wins the puck again to his winger, who sends it to his D. Number 17 for 15 for USC. Gets the puck, tries to send it on net, looking to make passes, looking to move the puck around wide on those boards. There is a little battle there on the board. Sahovinen in there with number 23, just trying to get it out of that blue line, but number 18 gets the puck, picks it up, tries to skate it. Number 23 for the Cougars stops him again. Cougars just trying to break it out of their zone. Finally do. Pressure from Cole Carlson and number 23, Luke Gertson. USC tries to get into the zone, but Van Rayner had pressure, and number 18 scores top shelf against Drew Ramsey. I do not think that Drew Ramsey saw that puck.
Man, what a shot right there. That's number, I believe it's number 10 or 11 right there. It's going to be number 10, so his second goal of the game, Billy Chun. Oh my goodness, what a shot right there. Fast wrist shot, almost immediately comes off the stick with some heat on it, goes top left and beats Drew Ramsey. It is a 5-1 hockey game, ladies and gentlemen. USC dominating since that end of the first period.
Face off Van Rayner there against number 28, Owen Auchi. Van Rayner won the puck back to his D, but USC just pressured and tried to get it. Finally, Lex Ballard skated it out of the zone, where Bushkin then picks it up in the neutral zone, then to be picked up by Max Lazaro, who tries to take a shot but goes wide. Lex Ballard, after it is sent back into the Cougar zone, picks it up, tries to look for this regroup pass to Bushkin, but it is sent over where they can't get it. Tuluk has the puck, looking for a pass, looking for that breakout, is picked up by number 28, where he's having some issues there on the board with Max Lazaro.
Big hit right there by Max Lazaro, and Tuluk comes in, tries to get a little bit more revenge. It's a 5-1 hockey game, 15 minutes still left to go.
Van Rayner tried to take the puck there, but looked like might have gotten a little tripped, but no call. Oh, yes, there is going to be a call. So Wazoo has possession of the puck right now, just trying to look for that score. Van Rayner picks it up, looks for number 9 to try to get a slapper, but does not get it. Cole Carlson picks it up. USC players down center ice.
Oh, and my, oh my. You have to call this as a referee, as number 13, Ash Dew, is on the ground. But you're very upset, as that was a 6-on-4 moment coming for WSU, so they're definitely a little bit upset, but it looks to be pretty serious with Ash Dew. WSU's about to go back on the power play. 5-1 hockey game, need to get something going. It's 14 minutes and 45 seconds. Man, it's if this is a fake penalty, you're pretty all right for Coach Lupinacci.
It didn't look like there would possibly be a penalty on a Cougs player for number 13. He did get wiped out, but it's going to be interesting to see if they put 2 people in the box for each, or one person in the box for each team, or just for USC, because there was a call before this happened.
It was tripping, like you said. Looks to be no call tripping on Max Lazaro. Turns out ref far away put his hand up and is calling that one. So that is a no doubt at least going to be a penalty on USC with number 13, Ash Dew of USC. I believe it was away from the main play. I don't know if it ran into each other or if it was a hit or even if he might have just took a shot, because WSU was getting plenty of shots in these last couple of minutes. And USC is getting in, almost got, their defenders are getting more saves than Chauncey in this game as they are protecting their goalie. But Ash Dew is able to get up and skate off. That's a good sign for him. Looks to be only one guy goes to the bench.
Does not look like there will be a penalty for the Cougars right now. They're going to take the face-off in the Trojans' defensive zone. Looks to be Van Rayner and Gavin Simon once again.
Getting a lot of meaningful playing time is Gavin Simon and Tuluk.
Van Rayner wins the puck back to Lex Ballard, who then sends it to Cole Carlson there on the boards, trying to move the puck behind the net and then in front of the net just to try to get those rebounds, but it is sent back to the defense. Number 25, Sam Hembry, looking to make a play up there. Cole Carlson has the puck once again, passes it down to 23, Luke Gertson. Lex Ballard sends it up to 25 again, where Cole Carlson picks it up there in the corner and on the boards. But number 18 is just a powerhouse on the boards for the Trojans and tries to get it out, but it is stopped again. Cole Carlson trying to send it low and get a shot, but it is wide. Cole Carlson once again has the puck, looking to make a play, looking to make some smart decisions here. He picks it up after USC tries to send it out. 25, Sam Hembry looks to skate it into the zone wide, possibly looking for a pass, possibly looking for a drop pass to Lex Ballard, and then sends it on net where Cole Carlson gets it behind. Lex Ballard there tries to get a shot. This is rebound after rebound here. They're just digging in front of the net. Absolute chaos there in front of the net. And it looks like Chansey's covered the puck.
Finally stops some pushing and shoving. USC protecting their goaltender. 38 seconds left on the power play for WSU. 5-1, 13 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third period. Man, it's been dominant right now for the Trojans, as it seems to be almost every shot in that second and third period has gone in. WSU just not able to break the barrier and get something to go in, as they still are leading in the shot department.
Smiley Sahovinen against a new center, number 11. Gets a shot on net, but it is again covered by Chansey.
Seemed to be Max Lazaro was a little upset at that shot right there, as he was trying to go higher, but sends it right into the chest of Heath Chauncey.
Number 12, Max Lazaro, takes the faceoff and wins it to his winger, who then sends it up to the D. Number 9, and then number 56, trying to walk in and take that goal there.
Smiley Sahovinen gets a shot up on the net, as he has an assist in this game, or has a goal in this game. My apologies. Luke Jurgensen was able to assist Smiley Sahovinen. The first goal of this game, by the way, so it's been 5 unanswered for USC. 20 seconds left in the power play.
Sahovinen wins the faceoff, sends it to the corner where he's stuck there with David Bushkin. David Bushkin tries to pass it to his defense, but his defense just can't connect on it. They do a little regroup there in their own zone looking for that pass, but number 11 for USC tries to block it. Bushkin looking to number 12. 12 tries to skate it into the zone wide, but is picked up by USC when he looks to make a pass. USC sends it out, and number 10, it looks like, has the puck and is skating it down, hits a Cougar player, where it is picked up by number 9 for the Cougars and sent out to David Bushkin, making a pass to number 12 in the neutral zone, looking to make kind of that backdoor play with number 9, but it doesn't quite connect. 34 passes it to number 9, Lucas Robinson, but they, again, just send it out of the zone, where Tuluke is in the Cougars zone looking to make that pass. He is just beating the Cougars to every puck. Looks as though there'll be a penalty. There was a small collision there with Tuluke, and looks like number 12, Max Lazaro.
Max Lazaro is going back to the penalty box for the Cougars. The second penalty in this game is after Tuluke beat out the icing call, tried to send in front of the net, and I think Max Lazaro just hit him just a little bit too late, and it was a big hit as both guys hit the ice. But now a team that's 3 for 4 on power play goals today goes right back on the power play with 12 minutes and 4 seconds left in the third period, and they're already up 4 goals. 5-1 USC out in front of WSU.
Van Rainer's going to take that face-off, but Gavin Steinman wins it up to his defense, number 12, where they're trying to do an umbrella play once again and just connect and get those backdoor passes. But Drew Ramsey absolutely shuts down this USC backdoor shot.
As the puck was found in the back of the net, but they're calling it off because they're saying USC pushed Drew Ramsey and the puck into the net. So it's going to be no goal. That was only 12 seconds into the power play. So a minute 48 left on the power play. 11 minutes and 52 seconds left in this third period. USC up 5-1.
Once again, Van Rainer and Gavin Simon on the faceoff. Van Rainer wins it back to the Cougars corner, where they then send it up to number 18 on the defense for USC, trying to make these connections down low, then sends it up to number 12 in the center of the ice. 11 there in the corner tries to go get it, but it is tipped up into the netting.
Well, USC's doing a good job. They're not playing a lot of offense unless it's on the power play, but the passing has been amazing when they are set up. They're just finding the open man, getting some good opportunities, setting it in front of Drew Ramsey, making the WSU defense and Drew Ramsey having a hard time trying to kill their penalties off.
Looks like number 5, Matthew Taylor, taking the face-off against Gavin Simon. Gavin Simon wins the puck, sends it to the D and into the corner. USC making connection after connection with passing. Number 12 to number 11 on the defense there. Number 18 tries to get a shot, but again is tipped up into the netting.
1 minute and 9 seconds left on the power play, 11 minutes and 13 seconds left in the third period, but USC just seems to be doing everything right when it comes to just passing around. Their sticks on the ice, they're confusing the WSU Cougars. Cougars got to find a way to at least clear it and get some more subs as they're looking tired right now.
Again, the puck is sent into the netting off the face-off after being sent to the D.
Good shot right there, but another thing that USC is dominating us on is not just special teams, but also the face-off. Simon has won about an 80% clip this whole entire game, which is amazing. I don't know how he's not tired. Him and Tola.
USC wins the face-off, but sends it down into the corner for number 11 versus Colin Keenan and number 5, Matthew Taylor. They get it, USC gets it on net, but Drew Ramsey stops it.
Well, the puck took a weird hop and skip to Grandma's house and found Drew Ramsey's glove as he's able to settle it down. Still a minute left in the power play. A lot of stoppages, probably the most stoppages in this whole entire game.
Matthew Taylor once again against number 26, Gavin Simon. Nobody seems to have won that face-off, but it is sent to the center of the ice and then back into the corner where USC picks it up, looking for that pass in front of the net, but does not get it. Cougars have a breakout, and number 5, Matthew Taylor to Cole Carlson. Drop pass, Cole Carlson stops, looking for a pass to make in front of the net to score. USC grabbed onto him a little there. Number 18 for USC gets the puck and gets it out of the zone, trying to drive it wide on that far side. Tries to make a connection to number 15, but doesn't work. 11 picks it up on the boards, where Colin Keenan is just absolutely pressuring him there, along with Gavin Simon making those plays along the board. But they send it to the center of the ice, where then they score.
What a great pass. We've been saying his name all day, but Simon, what a good pass. He faked like he was going around the net, still sends it back on the left side of our point of view on the camera angle, and it looks like, is it number 11? Yes, number 11, Aiden Foley, is able just to basically scrape it in, almost had to empty that. It fooled everybody, including our goaltender, Drew Ramsey. What a great pass by Simon. The Blue Gloves may have added some magic to this hockey game.
You know, very, very hard pass to make behind the net there, but he just connected it, and it worked out perfectly. Gavin Simon will still, nope, I apologize. Number 28, Owen Auchi, will be taking the face-off against Samili Sahovanen. He wins it back to his D. There is a reset in the Cougar zone, but USC is just dominating them and absolutely capitalizing on some of their passes. But finally, the Cougars get it out. Number 9 sends it to David Bushkin, who's trying to skate it into the zone, looking for a pass, but tries to make a shot. Hits a USC player where he looks like he might be hurting after that shot.
As they called it off, as this has to be pretty serious, as it looked to be the USC had a break going. It is a 6-1 hockey game. 6-1, USC out in front.
You know, I wouldn't really want to be hit by a shot by David Bushkin. That is a big guy. He is about, what is it? I believe 6 foot tall, and he's got a hard shot. So I'm sure that shot hurt a lot.
No doubt about it. And I mean, USC has been doing this all game, getting in front of shots, and that was a very fast wrist shot, very hard wrist shot. But going back to the Simon play, sends it behind his back, and then a perfect pass, able to set up number 11, Aiden Foley, another USC Trojan down, and they have a pretty much depleted roster already. A lot of these guys getting a lot of minutes as the whole team didn't travel here to Washington as they're coming from Cali, but looks to be number, is that 21, Aaron Marquez. He is getting up right now. Looks to be a good sign, but took a heavy shot from David Bushkin, and this one has to be pretty serious as refs blew it dead almost immediately as USC had basically a one-on-one break going. And it's number 22, not number 21, number 22, Joshua Vargas. He was the one that took the heavy shot from David Bushkin. We were halfway through this third period, 9 minutes and 57 seconds left. USC scored 2 more goals in this third period. WSU still hasn't got Still hasn't got a goal since that very first one, so 6 unanswered for USC.
Face-off center ice will be Van Rayner again with Gavin Simon. Van Rayner wins it back to his D for a regroup in their own zone. Tries to make a pass to 23 there in the neutral zone, but it is just sent down into USC's zone. 24 there, Cole Carlson tried to make a pass, but it didn't really work. And number 6 sent it out to the zone to number 16, where they're making plays in the Cougars zone. 24, Cole Carlson there gets it on the boards, tries to make a play to number 9, and it is connected. Lucas Robinson tries to take it down, take a slap shot, but it is sent over the net. 21, Reed Mullen got the puck there, tried to send it back, but USC stopped it. Turnover after turnover. Van Rayner got it, and then again, Taluk stopped him over and over. Cougs are popping a reset right now in their own zone. Number 9 tries to just send it to the zone, but Taluk stops it. 6 sends it back into their own zone. Number 23, they're trying to make a play in front of the net, but it is stopped and sent across the ice to number 17, where he then passes it to Gavin Simon. Gavin Simon takes a shot, but it is sent wide into the corner. To Luke there on the point, trying to stop Van Rayner from breaking it out, but he does anyway, skating it down the ice, finally going wide, where he drop passes it to number 13, Lex Ballard. USC capitalizes that, gets the puck. Number 17 gets it. With Toulouk's support, Cougars got it back, but 17 gets it once again, looking for a reset with number 15. 10 looks to find the puck, but it is tied up by 13, Lex Ballard. Number 16, Micah Clark sends it, looks for that breakout, which it works. Finally trying to get it on the net, but it is stopped by Chancey and gloved. Really small shot. Oh, there looks to be a little scramble there between Matthew Taylor and Gavin Simon.
They're setting Matthew Taylor off. Or no, the ref just said something to him, but finally a stoppage. It seemed to be about 2 minutes. 8 minutes left in this third period. USC up 6-1. Just USC has been dominating now ever since that end of that first period.
Matthew Taylor wins the faceoff, pushes it forward to the corner, sent back up to the D. Number 16, Michael Clark, sends it back into the USC zone, where USC is looking to make a breakout after the Cougs had to touch up for an offsides. Lex Ballard trying to take it into the zone, but is stopped by number 12. There seems to be a scramble there on the blue line. Matthew Taylor coming in to help support. Finally gets the puck out, battling there with Gavin Simon, where there seems to be a few shoves. 22 there for the Cougars, skates it out, and number 14 tries to chip it in. It is sent low, where USC is again looking for this pass, but Colin Keenan gets it, looking for number 5, Matthew Taylor. Matthew Taylor again scrambling with Gavin Simon. Bushkin looking to get the puck, but he is also in a scramble there with the USC player. Seems to be getting really, really chippy out here. David Bushkin takes a shot on the net after there's just scramble after scramble with other teams. Looks to be possibly a USC penalty, but
yeah, it's gonna be a penalty. 6 minutes, 56 seconds left in this third period. It seems to be number 15, Lachlan Wessler. Massive hit on David Bushkin. Him and the USC bench thought it was clean, but David Bushkin gets the bad part of it, and the official puts his arm up immediately. And after Heath Chauncey settles the puck down after a good save by him, it's power play now up for the WSU Cougars.
Max Lazaro will be taking the face-off against Gavin Simon. Number 18 gets the puck off that face-off and just drives into the Cougars zone to try to get a shot on Drew Ramsey, where he kind of hits him a little bit. But 23 for the Cougars finally gets it out and is skating the puck wide, just trying to get the puck into the zone, looking for a pass connection to make, sees no one. To Luke, once again, chips it into the Cougars zone for a touch-up by Samili Sahovinen and number 12, Max Lazaro, for support. Sahovinen connects it to 12, where he skates it down into the ice, looking for that backdoor pass for Sahovinen, but it doesn't quite connect. Number 12, Max Lazaro, there on the boards with USC's players. It gets sent back up to the Cougars D where they try to get a shot on net, but you know, there's so many USC players right there in front of the net. They just can't quite make those connections right there.
It's cleared out of play as it hits the USC bench. Smiley Zahoven subs off as I believe he was tired, so a new power play unit is coming out for WSU. 58 seconds left in the power play. 5 minutes and 54 seconds left in this third period, 6-1, but WSU's winning in the shot department 29-25, and so that's 28 saves for Heath Chauncey. So 2 goaltenders back-to-back nights having dominant nights against WSU.
Bushkin taking that face-off against Gavin Simon. Bushkin pushes it forward for USC to win the puck down low in their corner. Defense making moves behind their net, just trying to evade this Cougars offense. Finally, the Cougars, they send it up to the defense, where the defense then pass it to number 24, Cole Carlson. Cole Carlson making moves. David Bushkin there doesn't quite connect on the pass. Simon pushes Bushkin over. Bushkin there in the corner just tries to get the puck, but it's lost in his feet. Just might be looking for that center ice. Sends it up to 25, Sam Hembry down back to Bushkin again. There will be a call after Bushkin is sent down to the ice by number 11, Aiden Foley.
So it's going to be about 5-on-3 for 21 seconds as this game is getting pretty chippy. USC looking a lot like Washington, taking a page out of their book, not crashing the net, but being sore winners, it looks to be. Another penalty is called, and Aiden Foley, I believe they called high sticking as David Bushkin was grabbing his neck slash mask area. So it's going to be 5-on-3 for 21 seconds, but then the Cougars will still be on the power play of 5-on-4 unless they score in the 21 seconds.
Number 12, Max Lazaro taking the face-off.
Yeah, they're holding off. The refs are getting everything situated. I don't know. I think they're just waiting for the scoreboard to get reset with all the penalties going on. But there's 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in this third period. 6-1 USC domination. Not something we expected, Kate. Oh, they're calling a 4 minutes, so a major penalty, as they said it was on purpose. Aiden Foley heading to the bench for a while. So WSU, this is how they could get back in this game. Doesn't matter how many goals they score, but they score about 5 and still have a power play in the 4 minutes.
WSU looking to make connections around the outside. Cole Carlson passing it with number 12, Max Lazaro, up to 25, Sam Hembry, just trying to get those shots on net. 12, Max Lazaro tries to take a shot, but it goes wide. Cole Carlson picking it up behind the net. Smiley Sahovinen just sending it down for Max Lazaro once again, just looking to make plays on the outside, spread out this USC defense. Cole Carlson there by the post, just trying to kind of overwhelm the goalie, shove it in. There was a shot on net straight into Chancey's chest, and it is stopped.
So the number 15 Lachlan Wessler penalty is up, but for the next 3 minutes and 21 seconds, regardless of how many goals are scored by the Cougs, it will be 5-on-4 hockey. I'm not saying, anything's possible. They're down by 5 goals right now, but this is a very open opportunity to at least get a couple of goals, a couple more opportunities. 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in this third period.
Number 23 took the face-off and sends it around to Lex Ballard, where he goes off sides.
3 minutes and 14 seconds left. Lex Ballard just couldn't get a hang of that puck. It was the last second, and it crossed across the blue line. Tongue twister. Say that 10 more times. Oh my goodness gracious, wow. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left on the power play.
23 taking that face-off, sends it to 12, Max Lazaro, but he loses it to Luke on the puck once again, playing defense and offense. But 23 looking for that, Lex Ballard looking for the pass to 23. 23 skates it into the zone, drop passes it to number 12, Max Lazaro, but he passes it out of the zone to number 9, Lucas Robinson. Lucas Robinson to Bushkin, back to Max Lazaro, who tries to skate in the zone but is lost, where number 18 has a breakaway. He shoots, he makes a move, and he scores.
A penalty kill, shorthanded goal. USC's just dominating. We talked about Tulik. He's been playing a lot this game, been the best player on the ice so far in this game. It seems he has more stamina than WSU, and we have a longer bench, bigger bench. It's 7-1 after a short-handed goal by USC. Everything seems to be going their way, regardless if they are down a man.
There's still 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in this penalty and 3 minutes and 53 seconds left in the game. The face-off will be Van Rayner and Gavin Simon. Gavin Simon wins it back to his defense. To Luke has the puck, looks to pass it cross ice, but it is stopped by Cole Carlson. Cole Carlson doing a little spin move there, trying to get away from those defense. Sends it back to his defense. 25, Sam Hembry just sends it into the Trojan zone, where it is picked up by number 9, Lucas Robinson, and sent back out by USC.
Well, it seems to be, we talked about it multiple times, that it takes 5+ goals in this game. We just didn't know how it was going to happen. As WSU strike first and look like the better team, but that door has been completely shut ever since that moment.
Cole Carlson takes it wide into the zone, but is being pressured by USC there on the boards. Van Rayner helping to support him. 25 takes a shot. It is saved, and USC just hits it out. Drew Ramsey looking to pass to one of his defense. Number 9, Lucas Robinson picks it up, passes it over to 25, Sam Hembry. Sam Hembry looking for a pass to Samili Sahovinen, where it's kind of lost in his feet, but he picks it up. Looking to take a shot on net, and he just goes wide. Having support from number 13, Lex Ballard, down low. And also Van Rayner. There's a little battle there on the boards for possession, but finally USC gets it and just sends it down, where 25, Sam Hembry, will try to pick it up. Picks it up and looking for that regroup. Definitely a lot of pressure from USC. Lex Ballard just drops the puck to a USC player where he gets a shot on net. Lex Ballard then chips it up the ice where David Bushkin is trying to get it, but it is sent out by Luke. Over to 17, shot after shot opportunity from them. Bushkin again tries to pressure Luke, sends it over to his defenseman partner number 6, where he just sends it down ice.
34 seconds left in the 4-minute power play, and it's looking like it's going to end up USC wins this power play of 5-on-4 and a major penalty, and 1 minute and 42 seconds left in the game. 7-1, USC up, something nobody expected.
Bushkin has the puck, looks to either drop it or take it wide, but it is picked up by his own player, number 12, Max Lazaro. Max Lazaro looks to send it to Cole Carlson. Cole Carlson just misses it. Has the puck again after a USC player missed it and tries to just shove it in that corner there, but it is stopped by Chansey.
Frustration just building, especially for Cole Carlson. He's been 4 points away for quite a long time since the big triple-digit mark, 100 points. There's 4 seconds left in the power play, major power play. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in this third period. WSU has more shots on net, 32-27, but, I mean, Chauncey, it's probably pretty close. Looking at this, the defenders of USC and some of the wing guys have stopped probably around the same amount of shots, so there's probably close to 60 shots on net in this game for WSU.
Max Lazaro wins the face-off to number 23, who sends it up to Samili Sahovinen on defense. Again, just passing it back and forth between the defensemen and the lower wingers. 3, Colin Keenan sends it back to Sahovinen. Keenan trying to keep it in the zone, but doesn't quite make it. Looks for a pass over to number 12, but it is sent ahead of him. 15 on USC picks up the puck, looking to make a play, but is being pressured by Sahovinen. Just sends it out, trying to clear it. Cole Carlson picks it up, looking for a pass. Can't quite connect it with any of his players. 12 finally picks it up from the USC player, looking to make a shot, but doesn't quite make it. Finally kind of has a bounce on the net, and Chansey covers it.
Pushing and shoving from the Max Lazaro and 2 USC guys. 36 seconds left in this third period. This game is practically over. 7-1. USC has been dominant. Samili Sahovinen comes on the scoreboard first, 1-0 after an amazing shot by him. Looks to be like WSU's riding all the momentum in the world. And ever since, it's been 7 unanswered goals, 3 power play goals, and 1 penalty kill shorthanded goal. So special teams has been killer for USC today, as we're going to have most likely 4-on-4 for the rest of this game. Yep, 4-on-4 for the rest of this game. As Max Cesaro and the number 15, Lachlan Wessler, both head of the penalty box for the rest of the night.
Van Rayner and Gavin Simon on the faceoff. Rayner wins it back. Cole Carlson picks it up, sends it back to his defense, where his defense just sends it into the zone. 12 picks it up by USC, trying to make moves to evade Van Rayner, but there's just chaos in front of the net. Cole Carlson tries to get shots, but it is stopped by Chansey and sent into the corner, where Cole Carlson again tries to make a chance, but they are just being pinned up against the boards, just trying to kill time. 8 seconds left in this period. USC is just trying to eat the puck, kind of kill this time, and Washington was not going after him.
That is it. They both kind of gave up, but then they were playing keep away. That is it for the end of this game. USC wins 7-1. It got chippy towards the end there, but something nobody expected. We know this is probably going to be a high-scoring game, but I do want to say skill levels coming into this game, it was a very even team skill levels-wise, but I do think USC won in the cheap thrill kind of things in hockey, where it's the special teams, crashing the net, penalty kills, everything you can think, even just shots. They kind of caught up them on shots. It was 33-27 in favor of WSU, which you can give or take. It's been a good offensive zone time for WSU this whole entire weekend, but the cheap thrill moments is where USC won. They won in every aspect of the game, getting in front of the shots, stopping shots. I mean, Heath Chansey had a great game, 32 saves on 33 shots. Just an overall great performance by USC, something that nobody expected.
You know, and it's just kind of unfortunate for the Cougars because, like you said, USC just excelled in certain areas, and they just happen to be areas that the Cougars aren't amazing in. And so they really capitalized on those opportunities that they had, and the Cougars could just not defend some of those. You know, there's some scrappy goals, some beautiful ones, but ultimately, I really do think that the Cougars outplayed them. There is 33 shots on goal for the Cougars versus 27 for USC. I feel like the score really doesn't affect how both teams played today.
Well, no doubt about it. Like, WSU, regardless of the score at 7-1, everyone's going to say it's horrible, but they are playing better. Ever since the bye week, they have been a completely different team. That could be because they're playing lower-level opponents, but that shouldn't matter. Drew Ramsey, this is his first time playing a little bit of time. The defense didn't help him out that much. It seemed like we were really focused on offense, and they got to the point where in that third period, once they got to about 5-6-1, it almost felt like the team gave up. There's no pushback anymore. But WSU goes 1-1. They still got 2 more games, 1-1 in the PAC-8 tournament, and now USC is also 1-1. So it's like a weird little cycle. San Jose beats USC. USC beats WSU, and WSU beats San Jose. Don't know how that works. But 7-1 in favor of USC. Anything you expect for tomorrow, heading back to San Jose?
You know, I think that someone you can always count on to pressure, even when the score is bad, is Cole Carlson. I'm really hoping that he steps up this weekend, gets his 4 points to beat the triple digits for points. But I just think that, you know, they're going to be mad after this. They're going to want to win tomorrow, especially, you know, against SJSU, which I think they should be expecting to win but not coming in too confident with this attitude that they're going to. But I do hope that, you know, they come out with a little fire under their butt and kind of try and pressure SJSU and get pucks in front of the net as much as they can.
Oh, no doubt about it. That's something I do want to see is more of like, I guess you could say the superstars on this W team start getting on the scoreboard. Van Rayner got a goal yesterday. Cole Carlson, he's been fiending for that point, or for these last couple points to get to 100. But something that WSU is going to turn pretty soon, which we should see in these upcoming games, is puck luck. Puck luck hasn't been going their way the whole season. At one point, it's going to even out. And if they're getting so many shots, that's 80 shots, 83 shots in 2 days. That's probably a record high for WSU hockey. So it's on the up right now, regardless of a 7-1 loss. You got to flush this, you know, have a goldfish memory, and come back tomorrow better than ever.
Yeah, I definitely just think it was those penalties that killed them. So as long as they're staying out of the box tomorrow, I think that they will be golden.
No doubt about it. I'm Connor Simmons, joining the booth with Kate Cherney. That is it for the stream. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for WSU versus San Jose State once again.